You're my real dad and get on my ass.
And this is Super Dice Boys.
Jeez, it's the buzz.
What do you think it's gonna be like in the Great White Dick tomorrow?
No, leave me alone.
Hashtag bringing it back. Last time on Super Dice Boys. So there is a small cave. You just see like a fresh animal head on a stick. Typically when you see a head on a pike, that means fuck off!
You know, I think we'll probably do that, actually.
Hey guys, Grayson's not back yet.
All volunteers tribute to watch the camp then.
There's 3 guys, you just notice them off in the distance in the dark trying to creep around.
Just cut the lead that's tying this horse to whatever it's tied to, hop on said horse, and then spank the other horse in a rousing manner so that it runs off.
You slap that ass of that horse and it starts running off while someone's hanging on to him and they're now trailing by a rope. Big Tom has an indented face and you're off.
Oh no! Gah! I'm dead now.
Big Tom. He's just kind of starting to wander off into the night. You know where your friends wanted to go. You ride towards the Bone Cave. You guys are following the trail for a while. It appears there was a scuffle and there's a hole in the ground. There is a pile of bodies in various stages of being butchered, and a human who appears to have been stripped of all of his clothes in a small cage. You recognize him as Grayson. You turn around and there's a guy like 20 feet behind you.
I toss that shit. As soon as he starts walking towards us.
Just a dagger is sticking out of his chest. You barely missed his heart and lungs. You know it.
Grabbing my sword in both hands, I'm gonna try to do uppercut swing and just get him right in the armpit.
You just lop off his arm. That guy you saw earlier, he's just holding a big cleaver, bloody apron. This man, with both of his hands, raises his pickaxe and throws it full force. It literally goes through your shoulder and gets embedded in the stone behind you.
Ow! Are there any big rocks around?
Seraph, you just fly down this ladder and you see the guy right below you. He's looking up at you. And then you see him get crushed by a boulder. It's getting close to the end of the day and you guys are approaching these fantastic gates. It's well lit. There's civilization. There are people. You guys are in the capital city of Dagger Crown.
Oh, hey guys, so where you're gonna want to stay is, you're gonna want to go ahead and take that horse, and turn it around a whole 180 degrees. And then 5 buildings down, left-hand side, you're gonna see the Stinky Weasel. Do not stay there.
Yo, I want to get food on a stick.
Isn't it crazy that we'll never have old Helga's bread again?
I don't think anything's going to be able to replace the taste of home, though.
It's a fresh start. We can do whatever we want. I guess there's gonna be a lot we find out tomorrow.
The morning comes, and everyone wakes up, ready for the day, in their own ways. The party gets a nice breakfast, and we find Cedric, Rin, Seraph, and Makara sitting around a table, enjoying a hearty meal.
Boy, this meal is hearty.
Oh. No, this is the day. This is at the inn.
Yeah, this is at the inn.
Okay.
That's not the Stinky Weasel.
No,
Yes.
it's not the Stinking Weasel. You're at the Fantastic Fish Fin. It still smells like fresh seafood, and you guys can see why.
Oh yeah, it's just like rice and fish eggs is my breakfast.
Damn.
All right.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah, I'll be getting in on that too.
Oh yeah, there's it's pretty much like they laid out a feast for you guys.
I would probably take
yeah.
a bite and not eat anything else. I'm so fucking nervous.
I mean, I can eat.
I'm just moving stuff around my plate with the fork.
I'm chowing.
I eat probably 2 steaks.
Damn.
It's my favorite food, and they have it.
But
Yeah.
they have fish stuff only?
Yeah, it's on the sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuna steaks.
All right. Thanks for yes-anding me, guys. I eat fish.
Yeah, tuna steaks.
Tuna steaks.
Not gonna lie, Jacob, I didn't hear you. I just heard Alex.
Oh.
So I was agreeing with him.
Yes, you eat steaks and they're made of tuna.
All right, whatever. That works.
Sorry, bro. I love you.
Yeah, I think Rin is He's just having kind of a respectable amount of whatever foods. He's been to the city before, and I don't think it's quite sunk in just how much stuff's going to change for him.
What a reasonable way to be.
I don't really get a word in edgewise. I kind of stuff my face.
It's full of all sorts of different steaks. Tuna steaks, there's tuna steaks.
Let's not forget the stakes of the situation. Am I right?
Oh,
They're both high and made of tuna. And most of the way through your meal, you hear the delightful jingle of the bell on the door, and I'm assuming that would catch your guys' attention at least for a glance.
Yeah.
And there you see a familiar face standing in the doorway, none other than Roderick the Kind.
I stand up
Yeah, immediately napkin my face.
because I don't know what to do. I like give a little hello.
When
Hi.
Seraph stands up, I like sit there motionless for a minute, and then I like drop my fork and like pat the crumbs off myself and like stand up.
Roderick, give like a little bow, like a head bow.
I don't really bow to anybody.
All right, so you just continue straight on eating.
Well, I'll say hey, but I don't get
Good. Roderick approaches the table and takes a seat. You know, there's plenty of space at this table, and he grabs a little bite to eat.
Yeah, I'll sit.
Well, glad to see that you guys have made it this far.
Yeah, I was. It was easy.
It was actually
It sounds like it was pretty terrible.
it was actually a pretty not
It
easy
sucked.
and very horrible, probably the worst time of my life
Yeah, it sucked.
so far.
But we're here now, and thank you, of course, again for the opportunity. What do we owe the honor of your joining us for this breakfast?
Oh, I figured I'd come and see my new favorite. What's a good word? My new favorite up-and-comers.
That'll be fun.
Champ
to edit.
in the making, all hyphenated.
Champ in the making.
Hey, champ in the making.
Is he gonna give me a fresh water?
Hmm?
It's a Pokemon joke.
All of it's a Pokemon joke.
Yeah, and the guy who calls you champ in the making gives you a fresh water.
Oh,
In
sorry, I don't.
in most of the newer games.
I don't get it.
Yeet.
Sorry.
He encounters you before every gym to give you a blurb about
Leave
the
it in.
gym.
Leave it all in.
Welcome,
I want them to know.
welcome to Super Pocket Boys.
Your favorite podcast about all things Pocket and Monster,
That's fair.
like my penis.
That would be an interesting like we don't talk about Pokemon very often. We just talk about like Lint and Terex.
Back to the matter at hand.
Yeah.
Good sidebar. Yeah, so he says that he just wanted to spend a little bit of time with his new favorite up-and-comers, sharing a meal with you. And, I'm definitely, before you guys are going to be attending the Prestige, you definitely deserve a little bit of time with someone besides yourselves for at least a couple of minutes.
Did you say attempting? Like,
Attending.
is that what you said? Attending?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let it slide.
Yep. Roderick, do you know what we can expect at all?
Oh, it's been never since I've been there, so I just know that they turn people into the best at what they do.
I look astounded at everyone but Roderick. I just give a glance around the table. Eyes slightly wider than normal, mouth slightly agape.
I mean, we knew we'd be attending an academy. What am I missing?
Yeah, I don't know. What are you scared of? What did I miss that happened here? You misheard.
He doesn't even fucking know what
Oh.
we're doing.
Okay, yeah.
He has he said he's never been there. Am
Yeah,
I the
that
only
took
one
me
fucking
back.
paying attention?
Well,
No, I thought you were still going off about the mishearing of stuff. I was like,
No.
well, he's
He has no fucking clue what we're doing.
a duke. He's not the administrator of the academy.
He
Yeah,
has
but
no clue
like
what we're doing.
he doesn't have a clue. Yeah, no, I get.
he set us up for this. He can't
You're
even
right.
tell us what it is.
Roderick, how was your travels here?
Oh, battalion of men.
Oh,
Really no issue.
it's good to know you had access to that.
Yeah. I think you'll appreciate what your travel and stories will do for you when it comes to the vetting process.
Okay.
So you like jerking us around?
Speaking of that, when is that? When does that start?
Oh, pretty much whenever you're done here. We can all walk there together, and then I'll get to the gates, and they won't let me by because they never do, and then you'll go in.
Okay, yeah.
just on your word, they'll let us in.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. And I'll stand up for my food.
Yeah, I've already eaten like way too much.
I'm full, and I push a plate with one bite taken out of it into the middle of the table. Yeah, wipe my mouth, put it.
Yeah, I'll quick finish the last of a little glass of water I was having, and then all right, I'm ready as well. Let's be on our way, I suppose.
Everyone rises from the table and go out into the street. And I'm sure waving goodbye to like the innkeep and turning towards that large tower. Maybe some think it's a beacon, maybe some think it's looming, but there it is, and you can be getting closer to it.
I think I'd be visibly sweating. Not like bad, but I definitely would be starting to get pretty nervous, and like more nervous I was when we fought the cannibal guys.
Yeah, I'm doing like that weird, like stiff walk where it's like, why do I have to manually bend my knees?
Yeah, you're like thinking about breathing. Like, why is breathing so?
Oh God, that's not where hands go. What do you do with your hands?
Why do I have a tongue in my mouth, and where does it sit normally?
Yeah.
I think yeah,
Fucking
it's,
goddamn it.
it's now you can't stop thinking about it. No, yeah, I think even Rin is getting there. Like, oh man, I've been around this town before, but I haven't been to this part of it, and like, you don't even hear stories really about this place, as far as I know. It's people go in and they either come out champions or they don't come out, as far as I know. And so yeah, he's getting a little shaky as well.
I'm ready for some training.
All right. 1 out of 4 ain't bad.
All right. So we're walking up to the looming. Is it surrounded by like walls, or is it a gate, or is it just like a fucking monolith?
I think there was a gate.
There's
before.
a gate.
Gate.
I think those interior walls are called battlements.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not an architecture major.
Welcome to Super Architecture, boys.
Hey,
We're going to
so
be
we-
talking about buttresses.
Damn.
What do you guys want to study?
Do we get to pick?
I don't know.
I look at Roderick. And
You
like,
get to want.
He's.
Yeah, he just shrugs.
Nothing will keep you from wanting.
I don't know. Language. I guess I know languages. I can speak them a lot. I don't know.
Hey, you do know an absurd amount of languages.
Yeah.
You like languages, huh?
It's this easy. It's easy. I speak 5 of them.
You like it easy, huh?
What the fuck?
Are you trying to psych us out? I thought we were on a team.
I also
Is Makar insulting me?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I also enjoy things that come easily to me. Well, a little bit of magic anyway, and a little bit of sword play. Both a little bit tedious to learn, but at least they're useful skills. So I'll probably dabble in a few things if I get the choice.
You're good at studying. I think it'll fit you well. You excel at it.
Oh my gosh, if we have to read. I'm not good at reading, you guys.
We'll just try our best. I'm sure we'll do great. Right, Roderick?
Roderick the Kind nods, and he starts speaking to you in Dwarvish.
Okay, I understand that.
The gist of what he's saying, since I don't know if I can do a direct translation, what you've experienced so far probably won't be the worst thing you've ever seen. There's always something that's going to top that, and it's important to try your best. That way, you can overcome anything.
Is this like an adage that he says, or is it like he just says like a very poetic sentence?
If that's an adage, then Dwarven is a very wordy language.
well, it's
That's
a
the
fucking
direct translation.
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
Okay.
I think it's
Yeah.
like without like articles.
Yeah. I can't even fathom what those different languages sound like, but I know he can speak it, and I know that Seraph understands it.
Yeah.
And is the only
And
one.
he pats you on the back.
I
And
just nod.
after that, you guys are pretty much right at the gate. He motions with his hands in the Wheel of Fortune style of the woman that shows off the screens.
Vanna White?
Vanna White. In Vanna White fashion, he goes, "Here you are."
I grab Cedric's hand and like squeeze it and go, good luck. And then I like go,
Oh, dude, what up?
And with that, I think we all trot up to that gate.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it sounds like Seraph took off first.
I don't like run. I just start walking towards it.
Okay, and it starts to open like pretty much once you get that first step in. It starts to slowly rise. And 2 guards, they're standing there in their poorly designed uniforms.
I forgot they're in like fucking orange and yellow or something like that.
No, wait, I think I can remember. It was dark gray, orange, and was it yellow? Or was it black?
might have
And red?
It was something
I
bad.
think white?
I remember there
I
was
think
some,
it was yellow.
I think there was some clashy colors going on. I don't remember what they were though.
There was orange, yellow, and either dark gray or silver.
Ah.
Actually, I think that could be pretty cool looking.
Yeah, but it isn't. They did not. No, it's not a good designer, but these guys are up their own asshole about it.
We're gonna go orange, yellow, and dark gray. I've written it down.
All right, that's canon now.
So
And yeah, they wave you through. You see guard Tim, who clearly was kicked in the head by a horse. He's the guy who tried real hard to direct you to the place.
yeah,
Really glad my name doesn't start with a T and end with an M. I
yeah.
feel like I would get kicked in the head by a horse.
Oh God, you're right.
Them, them's horse kicking names.
Goodbye, later NPCs. What's up, Tatum?
Oh God.
Wow, that's
This is gonna be a
Winnie's
running
Club.
joke. I'm gonna write that down right now.
Yeah, I'll nod at Horsehead Tim.
So if you guys ever encounter the big boss, Tygoon Mom, you know what to do.
Throw a horse at him.
Yep.
Makar, turn into a fucking horse. I'll enlarge you. All right.
Guys, I got a fire in my belly.
Does Makar say that, or are you saying that?
Yeah, it's like, is that Makar getting pumped up for training, or are you about to rip one?
No, that's Makar getting pumped up for
Okay.
training.
Oh,
say-
okay, good.
Let's get back into character.
Mine feels more like a tornado.
That's good. We can cover all the elements.
I don't have anything to throw up, so that's good.
Cool.
I'll make it.
He's just playing. He's a wreck.
In your walk across the courtyard, it's very well landscaped out here. Beautiful trees, beautiful plants. Like someone meticulously takes care of all of this, you can tell. You approach this tall oak double door with very intricate engravings all over it. And it seems to tell a story, but none of you seem to know what that story is. The door just cracks open slightly and just pushes out. You weren't expecting it to be a pull door. There's no pull handle on it. There is a man standing there, and he looks very peculiar.
In what way?
They're wearing a bright red and purple hat that's like particularly floppy to one side. It's almost like a beret, but if like a beret was times 3.
Ooh.
Like a wizard's beret.
Yeah, wizard's beret. He's wearing a very too long of a cloak. Like you can see that there's a trail leading back about a foot,
Holy cow.
and
So
it's just covered in star engravings.
Does
Or,
he?
not engravings,
Embroideries.
embroideries covered in star embroideries.
Is he? Does he step on it?
No, he isn't touching the ground.
Oh my.
You can't really see a whole lot of detail about the clothes underneath the cloak, other than they seem to be following the town's color scheme, and he's done a very good job of hiding it.
What color is the cloak? I forgot.
It was white with stars embroidered all over it.
Okay, like yellow stars.
Yellow, blue, red, green, every color you can think of.
Damn.
Yeah.
All 6.
What is he? I mean, is this guy like a human or
Chartreuse.
a halfling or?
It's hard to tell. The big hat really covers up those details, and his bone structure is very generic.
It's ambiguous.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
Who's
He's
to
floating.
say? He's floating.
And then there's a big
Oh.
cloak, so like we can't tell how far off the ground.
I have a way that we could find out. I'll reach out to shake his hand. Does he have short ass arms?
He looks at your extended hand and says, "Please come in." And he just starts backing away. But he doesn't break eye contact with Makara.
I'll play along.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay. I'll look back at Roderick.
I'll try my best not to blink before he does.
I have the quick thought that like I hope this isn't the first test. And I just kind of looked to both sides before following him into the building.
To address things in order, you look back at Roderick. It was like a 60-foot walk to get
Okay.
here. This
Gates
is
all
like
closed?
Gates closed.
Yeah.
You can see his beautiful purple cloak fluttering in the breeze as he's riding away on a horse.
Okay. And then I'll go.
Makara trying not to blink before this guy. Let's roll some dice.
Okay.
Add Constitution.
6 + 2.
You make it about 45 seconds before you have to blink. And like you've got big whale tears and like you can see his eyes are getting a little glassy, but he still hasn't blunk.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that word.
I don't know that it is one.
It is now.
That's
Living
true.
language.
That word is
That's
canon.
canon. It's canon in our universe.
Yeah.
I will acknowledge that I lost.
He smiles and nods, and then a tree grows right next to you,
What?
Why?
Makara.
Like a
Well-
full tree?
Like it's a sapling, to be fair,
Why does it grow?
because it wants to shake your hand,
I'll shake the tree's tree.
and then you disappear. All right, and
I'm
car just
gone.
disappears.
I'm gone.
we'll get to where you go in a second.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
it's getting
great.
wild.
Yeah, what does this place look like on the inside, or like
It
across
is-
the threshold? Yeah.
In the inside, it's like nondescript black stone, but it's like muggy. No windows to be found. Looking straight up, you swear there are no stairs. There is nothing. This entire monolith is just one big hollow tower.
Huh.
Whoa.
So it's all just like from
That's-
here. It looks like it's one room.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. So from here,
Yeah.
it looks like it's one room.
I'm going to look at where Makara was and then look at the guy and be like,
Did you do that?
Oh no, we just we already knew where your friend needed to go.
okay.
Rest of you, I think we need to sit down and have a chat.
Yes, I would like that. That would put my mind at ease.
Very good.
She's like okay though, right?
Oh, of course, of course.
Just hell. Just in hell.
You just open your eyes and you're in the 9th fucking circle.
God damn it.
Yeah, that would be the response. Just like, really?
You know what I really
Like,
wanted to do for
damn
session
it.
5? Kill someone instantly.
You're like again.
Just like, oh,
I dream of this place every night. Fuck.
back to that small town life.
Good lord.
Where do you suggest we sit?
He'll lift up his hand and just a chair pops up out of the ground right next to each of you.
Okay.
I distinctly don't shake its hand.
That's fine. You shake its butt with your butt.
Yes.
I sit,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll sit.
You all just start flying straight up, and he's with you.
Ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I was like, I've seen some magic. I wasn't expecting that shit. That's for sure.
I just white knuckle the bottom of the chair. I don't scream, but I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
And
I'm thinking in my head, should have shook the tree. Should have shook the tree.
pretty much about 30 feet up, you start to realize that there is a ceiling. This is all perspective. And a little trapdoor opens up above each of your heads, and y'all pop through, and you are now in just a very nice, lavishly decorated room. We're talking like velvet upholstered oak chairs, mahogany table. They have terrible designers here. They mismatch wood.
But they do use real velour.
Oh, yeah, it's real velour.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, there's just a big desk. He's sitting behind it. There are 3 spots that you guys get pulled up to. A little quill and inkwell situation with some parchment in front of you. The parchment sheets are blank. The gentleman puts his tiny stubby feet up onto the desk and leans back.
Are we figuring out any clues to what kind of race this guy is yet?
He is a small motherfucker, that's for
so
sure.
gnome, halfling, something like that.
Yeah.
Or like a really, really, really old human.
Dwarf as fuck. Okay.
Like Link's grandma from Wind Waker.
Like so old you become a capital C.
Exactly.
And then eventually a lowercase c.
Jeez.
As your spine slowly more and more dilapidated. Just
And then eventually you become fucking less than sign.
Your like springy fat rolls are all that's holding you
And then
up.
eventually become a hyphen because you're dead.
Jesus Christ.
Dark.
Oh,
That would be an underscore.
An underscore. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, God.
That's the lamest set of jokes.
And
Yeah,
we're keeping
I
them.
thought so a while ago. That's why I tagged out.
You're sitting at a desk.
Yes.
Yes, desk inkwell.
Do we each have our own inkwell and papers in front of us?
Yeah. Parchment.
Parchment.
Do the chairs like set on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh,
It feels like they're melded with it.
I just reach out and grab the quill. And I look at the parchment.
And he looks at you, and he looks down at the parchment. He looks at you again. He raises an eyebrow.
and I look at you, and I raise an eyebrow.
I just keep looking at him. I don't see you look at me. What would you like? What should I do?
What do you want to do? You can write, you can draw, you can do all sorts of things with a little bit of ink.
I guess I'd start writing.
All right. Are you writing in...
Common,
Like, common?
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is that all?
I'll start to write as I'm common. I'll like cross it out and I'll write, is that all in common? Because that's what he said. And then underneath it, I'll do it in dwarven runes.
Okay, he starts to smile a little bit and nod as you're doing it.
I'll do an elvish,
All right.
halfling.
He's almost beaming at this point.
And as I'll start to get into it since he's doing that, I'll write in gnome. And then I'll go, that's it. That's all I got.
He laughs and begins speaking to you in Gnomish. All right, so you can write in my mother tongue. Can you speak it?
Forgive my accent, but I think I can. I say in gnomish.
He's a gnome. Oh wait, he might just have grown up.
Pour some ink on your hand and place it on the paper.
And I do that.
Your hand starts to sink through the paper, and eventually you're somewhere else.
As soon as it starts to sink, I look at you guys and I go,
What does that look like to us?
So it looks like to you, he just put his hand on a piece of paper, and then you see his arm start to sink through this table, but it's not coming out the other side. And then it's like, it looks like he got pulled after he got most of the arm in.
Like
and Sarah
Jumanji
just
kind
pulls all
of?
the way. Yeah, you went full Jumanji.
Oh my god! So he's just like it. Like it sounds fine, but like there's got to be a point where his feet like flip up into the air.
Yeah, there is that point. But since the chair's melted with the ground, it can't kick over.
Okay.
I imagine the part where his head's gonna go under is just absolutely terrifying. Like you're just like trying not to let it. Like no.
And then you finally breach through, and then you're like, oh, it's actually nice here.
Yeah, it's just like this. Like
Or it's hell.
yeah, it's just also hell.
You are also in hell now.
I just look up and see my car like, hey.
I'm like kicking rocks.
That's what hell
Oh,
is.
it's been 100 years. Like, glad you joined me. How was your 100 years?
You've grown
I
a
don't
beard and
know.
you're a woman.
Yeah, because I don't know how hell works.
All right, yeah, I sink into the paper world.
All right.
I'm like, beautiful Joe.
The paperverse.
You open your eyes and you see. All right, so Ren and Cedric. You guys see that happen, and he looks over to you.
Well, I have something of an idea of what to copy down, I suppose. And I'll take the quill, dip that in the ink pot, and scrawl out the only spell formula that I know thus far, which is the one for Mage Hand, unless there isn't those for cantrips.
Yeah, I'm pretty devoid of like color at this point, and I'm just kind of watching.
You just start praying.
I'm like,
Oh, God.
Actually, that might work.
I just watch Ren.
Yeah, so I copy down that formula. Then I guess I just kind of look up at him expectantly.
All right. He looks down at the piece of paper, and he's like, huh, interesting. And then the paper becomes your mage hand for a moment.
Oh.
Anything you want to try with that? And then you look up, and he's just got like a bunch of little blinking lights that are floating around.
I think that I will then cast my mage hand and shake the paper that has become my mage hand's hand with my mage. That's a crazy sentence, but do you understand what I mean?
I love that sentence.
Okay.
And he's taken aback. He's like, huh, didn't expect that. And you're gone after he snaps.
Well, the least painful of all transitions thus far.
You didn't get to shake a tree's hand.
That's true.
If you can even fathom a hand of a tree.
Yeah, I don't think they really
I mean,
have
they have
hands.
branches. They're pretty.
Yeah.
It's not a stretch.
I
We
mean-
wouldn't be the first to do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
if you can hug them.
You'll never be the last. All right. And so last we have here the stout Cedric Voss.
How'd you know my name?
Oh, Roderick's on all the paperwork. This was just kind of fun.
So, I'm
Nervous?
yeah, I'm kind of freaking out a little.
It's all right. Here, let's let's walk into the other room. And he gets up and offers you his arm.
Okay, I'll take it.
It's odd how quickly you can move when you look down and realize your feet aren't touching the floor either.
I definitely wiggle them like they are, though.
Not better, not better.
I mean, you look over, and underneath his cloak, you can see he also likes to pantomime walking. My name is they call me Sindon.
Sindon?
Sindon.
Okay. What do you do here?
I mostly get people where they are going.
So,
Now, your friend Makara, she's going to do some training in the woods. We have a small interview process for Seraph to make sure we know what to put him at. That's what the paper did. I can tell Rin wants to cast spells. And so here we are with you.
I guess I don't know. I know I always wanted to be a knight.
Yes. Chivalry. Honor.
Yeah.
All right. We can make that happen. We'll contact our local expert, and you can have a chat with him.
Okay.
And you don't have to teleport anywhere. He'll just come here.
Oh, okay.
Don't want to make you throw up.
I think I'm okay a little bit.
Oh, okay. He slaps you on the back, and then you're in, like, a little interview room.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is much easier. Blam! Yeah. I wanted to imagine, too. I was thinking that, like, just come with me to the next room, and he opens it up, and it's just, like, opens up to the courtyard like it can't possibly do, and it's like a little training setup or something.
We join Makara, who finds herself in a place that seems familiar, but you just can't quite put your finger on it. It's you're out in the woods. You smell nature all around you. You're in a small cabin, and there's some sort of hunter, outdoorsman.
Okay.
Like a blind?
Like a person.
A person.
Oh,
I will- I'm going to pick my body up off the ground. I imagine I just have been face down for a second.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't stick the landing.
Like you teleported.
Did you say
in
that
and
out
then you
loud?
fell over.
And,
Yeah, I said it out loud.
The gruff man looks over to you and says, "Yeah, I see that. Oh well. You're okay, right? Nothing missing?
Yes, I'm fine.
All right, good.
So I'll say that before I know I'm fine. Am I fine?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
I mean, you feel a little sick, but you didn't eat, like, way too much, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. The man looks at you and offers you a seat. He's just got his bed in this cabin, but you can sit there. He's just leaning against the wall, like, stringing up his bow.
I'll string my bow.
All right. So we hunt.
Sounds great. I'm hungry.
Me too. You guys go out for a hunt. Pretty standard issue hunt.
Okay.
He turns to you and says that, well, Harry here is rich in gazelle. You ever hunt a gazelle?
No. But I'll grab some dried corn from my pocket.
All right.
The fucking corn.
And I'll sprinkle it.
Would come in handy.
I'll sprinkle it until there's a pile. I'll sprinkle it along a obvious
Yeah.
deer trail or like game trail.
Yeah. And you're following that.
And then put a pile where there's like an opening.
Yeah.
And then I think we like set up in the bushes.
It seems as you're walking through, you're actually located right next to a savanna in this forest.
Savannah.
The temperature's pretty nice, but like you're in the forest, so there's always at least an amount of water.
Okay.
So you just kind of quickly observing the area know that this land can provide. This is a lot healthier looking than what you've seen.
Sweet. I like gather stuff all over as I see it.
Yeah. The man watching like smiles and nods every time you start doing that sort of thing. All right, that's good. You're a survivor then.
Yeah. Since I was this big, I've been helping out.
But you don't make a hand gesture. So
You've
just-
always been that big.
I was today years old.
I actually like that meme.
Yeah, me too.
I make the knee high gesture for that.
Well, I'm sure that was quite a number of years ago then.
Like 60.
That sounds right. I've been doing this.
Is this a human?
No, he's got like overgrown hair and like a beard, but you can see some lovely pointed ears.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I've been out here doing this for a few hundred years. It's peaceful. Every now and then, I get sent someone like you to help learn the ways of the world.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Training.
Okay.
We move over to Seraph, who just went through the table and parchment.
Okay, so I came out ass over elbows, I assume.
Yeah,
wherever I
ass
ended up.
over elbows.
There's such a particular position that comes to mind.
Is it face down, ass up?
No, it's like collarbones and the bottom of chin on the ground. And then,
And then
like,
everything else is like curled
it's
up.
like,
Yeah, it's full
dangling over.
scorpion.
Yeah, it's like the scorpion. That's what I think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get up from that position.
There's just a very nondescript person standing there offering you a hand.
I'll take it and get up,
And
dust myself off.
They smile and
Thank
they-
you.
they reply in a soft voice. Yeah, you're welcome. So, who are you?
My name's Seraph. Pleasure to meet you. And I'll reach out for like a proper handshake.
The person will take you by like the, wrist,
Yeah.
classic.
The bro shake.
You feel a knife.
On the wrist?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll note that. Who are you?
I am many people. It all depends on where I am and what I have to do. And with any luck, you too can be that.
I want to look around. What's this room like? What am I in? Where am I? What is going on?
You're in the back room of a tavern. You can hear a commotion out front.
Okay.
There's a rough crowd up there. They see a young man unsure of himself. They might take advantage and try to rob.
I'll stand up straight and I'll like adjust the dagger in the back of my thing and I'll go, well then they won't see that.
And the person smiles and they take off their hat and it's just long flowing hair and offers you the hat. It's a nice little black beret.
Is she cool?
She seems pretty cool.
Is it she?
Is it she?
Who's to say?
Yeah, I'll take my hair and I'll tie it up, put the hat on so it looks like I have really short hair. And I'll look them in the eye and I'll go, thank you. Lead the way.
Very good. They open up the door.
I'll stop them and like, I'll be like, to call me Cedric. And then I'll follow.
Son of a bitch.
Very good, Cedric, and you may call me Oriana.
Pleasure to meet you.
Let's go. So for right now, before I open this door, I just want us to be able to walk through this place unnoticed and maybe walk out of the room with your pockets a little bit heavier. Is that something you're interested in?
Does she have like the door kind of open?
Not yet. Hand on the knob.
I can do that.
All right. The door opens up. It's just a rowdy crowd. They're all having fun. A couple of guys throwing money down on a table as two people are looking like they're ready to get into a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is there anything that you want to do, or do you have any further questions about the area?
Are they speaking common? Is common the language that's being spoken here?
Everyone is speaking Elvish.
Elvish? That's fine.
They all have a interesting accents that you might find yourself having a hard time replicating.
Okay. The two gentlemen that are about to fight, are they near the people betting money?
Everyone's attention is definitely drawn towards there. They're probably about 15 feet away from the table where the money's being held at.
Okay. Is that fight gonna start?
In a matter of moments.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for that to start, and
All
then I'm gonna cheer for it whenever no one looks. I'm gonna take money off that poker table.
All right. Yeah, so you slip up there. Let's have you make a stealth check for fun. See if you don't stand out.
16.
Oh, yeah. You walk up there. You are inconspicuous as fuck. And yeah, it's just blow for blow being traded between these two guys. Burly, manly elf men.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some money off that table.
All right. Yeah, and it's a real simple motion you can make. You just sincerely just reach over onto the table, make
Yeah.
a little swipe,
I'm gonna do it.
and you see your instructor nod from the other side of the room, and she starts walking out the front door.
I'm gonna follow her.
All right. And you get out there, and they whisper to you, so, how much did you get?
How much did I get?
And you pull out your hand, and you notice you grabbed about 5 coins, mix of silver and copper.
Okay.
Probably adds up to be 4 silver and 1 copper, to be precise.
Not too bad, I guess.
Oh, I suppose not. Holds up 5 gold pieces in between like her fingers. That was yours.
I check.
It's yeah. And
Owned.
pulls out a little scrap of paper, makes a note.
Okay. I just nod, and I look a little sad, but I nod.
Oh, you'll get it back.
No, I'm not worried about the money. I just I got played. I'm now understanding the situation we're in. Like I'm in kind of, and I'm like, okay, so this is how it's gonna be.
But
I'm not making a power move.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
always
It's
too
way
early.
too
I'm
early.
not making
I
a
don't
We're
power
think
day
you ever
one.
never make power moves.
You should. I hope you make a power move and just get the shit kicked out of you.
I probably will.
We'll move on to Ren.
I want to come through this least painful transition, and try to be on my feet. I'll try to be. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to roll for that or whatever. But also, I think even before I see what's going on in the room, just the surprise of being suddenly teleported somewhere. I'm also kind of surprised by myself because when I do get there, regardless of what position I land in, I think that I kind of find my hand on the hilt of my sword, and it's not really a reaction that I've jumped to in the past. So maybe something I learned over the journey, and I kind of puzzle on that for a little bit. But anyway, where am I?
Let's resolve this long string of words in decent order. You wanted to land on your feet. Let's try to have you land on your feet. Roll a dexterity save.
Okay. Pretty fucking good if I do say so myself. A 17 plus 1, 18.
Not bad. Yeah, you land on your feet. You land a little hard, but you've got your hand on the hilt of the sword ready to, pull on a motherfucker.
Ready to draw on some fools if needs be.
And there's
Which I doubt it
just an extremely old woman standing in front of you.
We're thinking less than sign by this point.
Put that away, bitch.
You trying to step on me? I'll make change out of your $5 ass.
Oh my god.
Damn,
Please
Grandma
let
goes
that
hard.
be my instructor. Oh my god. Oh, Graham goes hard. Yeah.
I'll make change out of your $5 ass.
God fucking
That's
damn
the
it.
best
I love
old
it.
person saying I've ever heard
That's
in my
the
life.
best.
Gotta ice off my face with this beer. I'm flustered. All right. Yeah. Is that what happens? Because I'm fine with that, or it can be anything else. Because you're the lord of this world.
Oh, I'm very happy with that.
Okay.
After she says that and you're thoroughly taken aback, she hands you a big fucking musty old tome.
I think it just whoomph, weighs me down when I.
Yeah.
get it.
She hands it to you with one hand and you just oh,
Yeah.
what is this thing, 50 pounds?
Yeah.
And points to a desk and says, today you read, tomorrow we spar, the next day you read, the following day we spar, and so on and so forth until either I kill you or you kill me.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Graham goes hard.
Graham does go hard. I think to myself.
He turns 138 in
Yeah.
this room.
I think. Yeah, goddamn. I think I'd try to keep a straight face, but can't hide the worry. Is this how it goes for everyone? You train, you live a life, and come back, and then you become the trainer until someone bests you.
For some.
This is
I
how
see.
your training will be. Just the same.
Yeah. I was fine with it being the same. That's good. I see. And I'll straight go open that book to table of contents and check out what's in there.
And as you do that, none other than everyone's favorite chalkboard appears. And she starts lecturing. You will learn the academics of magic.
Ooh. I've only gotten the basic understanding of the little mage hand situation. I think having a good foundation of theoretical magic will be good for my overall health.
It'll
Mentally.
be good for tomorrow's survival.
Yeah.
For anyone who wishes to master the weave, they must understand the weave.
And I think I have my finger and scroll down through the table of contents until I see the weave, and then immediately turn to that page, realizing suddenly that my life might actually depend on this.
Yeah. I was like, I'd be skimming that book for whatever's going to make me live through the day. I would not be
Yeah, I think
Am I
immediately.
gonna scratch a piece of paper for notes?
Yes, but you better know how to conjure it.
And last, but not least, Cedric, who just got thrown through the world unexpectedly. Oh, you're okay? Boom.
Fucking Doctor Strange, like, "Whoa."
And he just, like, falls to the ground. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks at you and he just, like, smiles. And he just, like, looks
Do you vom?
You did eat entirely too much.
I mean, I try not to.
Oh,
Let's have you make a Constitution saving throw,
Okay.
and then a Dexterity if you don't want to land on your face.
Constitution was a 16.
All right, you hold it in.
Dex
You burp a little.
is a 15.
Yeah, and you land on your feet.
All right, I'm clearly the most skilled out of all of us. So.
You just find yourself in like the middle of a training yard. You look up and you can see the tower from where you're standing.
I'm just outside.
Yeah,
Fucking it. All right.
and there's a man who is actually well dressed and in ornate armor that is not shittily designed.
a knight.
And he removes his luxurious silver helmet to unveil a beautiful long lock of blonde hair and a fantastic blonde mustache.
Ooh. Okay.
I love that ooh.
Mustache.
He sees you show up and waves and has a big shit-eating grin on his face. Hi,
Hi. Who are you?
I'm Shay. Grab your sword.
Okay. I do.
Good. Now come at me.
You mean like attack you?
Yeah. Let's see what you got. I'm covered in armor.
Okay. I like put my backpack down and like take the sword out of it and like unsheath it. I'm like,
I'm just seeing Happy Gilmore when he tees up on his first hole at the Waterbury Open. Like he draws the sword and like throws it onto the sheath on the ground because he doesn't know where to put it.
yeah. And I like
He's standing in front
and then
of
I
the
like I like grab it with both hands and I like put it up like overhead and then like put it down and then I like switch sides and I'm like,
For right now, there's really no right or wrong way. Just show me what you do.
okay.
the Tonberry run.
Yeah, I tried to do like an advanced form of that where I get into like actual stabbing position and then I just run at him.
Oh, that one can actually hurt. He just puts his shield out in front of him and you hit into that.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's try that again, but this time I can't tell what you're doing from 20 feet away.
Do you want me to back up again?
Nah, you're good. Just show me your moves.
Okay.
Be careful now. He
I'll-
said, "Show me your moves." If you fuck this up, you're gonna take a sick Falcon Punch to the guts.
I'll do some shitty sword swings at him.
Okay, yeah. And you definitely don't have a whole lot of training, and he is very quickly catching on to that.
Yeah.
And towards the end of your shitty sword combo swings, he just knocks the sword away with the shield and like slaps you on the face a little.
He hasn't even
He
drawn
has a
his
gauntlet on, so
All right, we have a lot to work with here, but you're strong. I'll give you that.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I guess I'll go pick the sword back up.
You're like, I'm gonna be a knight.
Yeah. I'm like, so
He's just vibrating with excitement.
I'm like, so where do we start? What's the first thing I learn?
You need to learn how to hold that sword, boy.
Okay. I mean, the handle, right?
Sometimes.
He,
Sometimes.
It was kind of a joke.
you see a glimpse of the 1,000-yard stare come across this man for a moment, and then he just very quickly regains his composure.
I mean, I'm smiling like because it was a joke.
Haven't had a joker in a while.
Oh, I mean,
We'll beat that out of you.
oh, I can stop.
I'm kidding!
Oh shit.
Proceeds to beat him.
Yeah. Cut to. Oh,
Proceeds to beat him with jumper cables.
Jesus
Where the fuck did you get those?
Sinden sent me to the future and back for the best thing to beat someone with.
Jumper cables and a car battery that's fully charged.
I have traveled time and space, and this is the best thing to beat someone with. Holds up jumper cable.
It's like a whip, but electric if you hook it up.
Bro, there's magic.
I learned a lot
There's
today.
fucking magic. There's,
Stronger than a fucking Balrog's flaming whip.
I'm
dude.
just saying,
Jumper
like-
cables.
like, that's only what we use because we can't do magic. You know, when we beat people.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go next with that.
You underestimate our power.
If I could do magic, dude, I wouldn't have to use the
I
jumper
have the high
cable.
timeline, Anakin.
But you've had to use the jumper cable.
So I guess I'll ask him, so how do I hold it?
That's when the lesson begins, and he starts showing you proper techniques. Like, okay, hold the sword like this. Don't do what you did first. Unless you want someone to move out of the way and cut your head off. Yada, yada, yada.
Yada yada. Put your whole body into the swing. Yada yada. I'll beat Dark Souls in no time.
Yeah. I suppose we join up with Makara on day 20.
Day
You
20.
You
Okay.
have been in the woods for a while. Your mentor has been around less and less, and you've been having to fend for yourself more and more.
Is this a plan thing?
What does that mean?
Was
Planer.
I aware? I said plan, Ed.
Oh, you've noticed it as time's gone by.
But is it like a, okay, I'll see you tomorrow? Not fucking there.
No, nothing like that.
Okay, so it's just they're like,
It's just, he comes and
like,
goes.
oh, tomorrow you're going to be on your own. Or like,
You wake up and he's just not there.
Yeah, it's more of a, you notice you're alone for longer periods of time, not as much as like a, hey, I'll catch you like 2 days from now. Like nothing like that.
Catch you on the flip side, cuh.
all right, cut. I have all the food I would need.
Yeah, it's pretty easy hunting out there. Of course, you're going to do a little bit of scavenging, at least for some water.
Yeah.
Water is definitely something you're having a hard time keeping a ample supply of.
Oh, okay. I will, I'll start digging a trench to let water towards me.
Okay. That'll take up a good amount of the day, and as you're working on that, your mentor approaches and says, all right, I think Survival 101 is officially complete, and that's going to take care of that. We start learning magics.
Magic. Okay, I stopped digging. All right, how do I do magic?
So this is going to sound insane, but... And then he starts explaining the processes of, like, shape-shifting and that.
You just want to do it, and then you do it.
Yeah, like, the other day, I saw a mosquito, and I was like, what's that like? And then I became one, and let me tell you, it's awful.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
Don't be one of
mosquito.
those.
They even suck to be.
Yeah.
Literally worst creature in existence. Changed my mind.
But,
someone slapped me against their face. I turned back into me. It was awful. I just broke their shoulder with my butt weight.
Let's continue.
He leads you on over to just an animal he's got hitched up as, like, his beast of burden. He's like, all right, so within the next 2 weeks, you need to turn into that. It's just a donkey.
Excuse me.
Did I stutter? I'm sorry. I within the next 20 days, you need to transform into a donkey.
Okay, I don't have to be that one.
I mean, like, you can look like it, I guess.
Oh my gods.
I'm sure it sounds crazy, but consider the following. And then he transforms into a copy of that donkey and then makes the donkey sound.
Okay, I'll also transform into a copy of that donkey.
You don't, but man, oh
Damn
man,
it.
you try.
I really tried.
I hope you just spend weeks just fucking on all fours, like copying the donkey.
Well, you can spend like a week and a half.
Wee snaw.
You focus, and despite all your efforts, your hands just don't become hooves. Your body just doesn't become hairy. Your ears don't become stupid.
But the rest of it I get. No.
Fucking, oh god, just slips off the hooves.
Kill me! The worst part.
Kill me.
The worst part is that she doesn't become hairy.
And no ears.
And elf ears.
I'm sorry to everyone out there that's about to have new nightmares about that is your new
Please-
nightmare beast. Sorry.
Lord.
Please draw that.
Oh fuck.
Somebody please draw that.
Yeah,
And send it to me.
Shout out to whoever draws that the best.
Yeah. At Jake the Snake on Twitter. Tag me.
Also at Super Dice Boys
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on Twitter, tag us.
Well, I didn't want to put you guys through that.
I want to be put through it. All right, that was hilarious, and we're gonna move on to Seraph.
Well, do I get some hints? Like, come on.
He's a
What's his
donkey.
name?
Get
He's a donkey.
No, from the guy.
He just like
Yeah.
The guy stayed a donkey?
he's just a donkey.
He was a donkey all along.
I'm gonna ask him if he can give me some hints still.
He looks at you. He looks at the grass. He looks at you again. He starts donkey sweating.
I'll slap his ass.
He begrudgingly doesn't eat the grass and turns back into his person.
I need to take notes. What did you do?
I just wanted to be a donkey. You it all starts with visualization and then anticipation and then concentration and then results.
And then
I'll have a notebook or something, and I'm not writing in it.
I know.
and then something, and then profit.
You should have ended with application.
Ooh, that's good.
All right, podcast over.
Okay, I'll try for weeks. Cut to someone else.
Yeah. And we cut over to Seraph, who we find looking a little different, walking down the street with a slender man, short black hair. Well, Geoff, I believe that was an excellent score we had over at the bakery, wasn't it?
I do believe we did quite well.
Oh, yes, indeed. You're getting better at your accents.
Thank you. You've taught me very much, Frederick. I appreciate all the hard work you've put in.
No, of course. But that being said, I still have your dagger in my hand.
I'm quite aware.
Yeah, that's going to be, let's see, it's been 70 days now, and we're already at... Oh, you're still at 0.
I believe, yes, and if I recall correctly, you are at 317. This would be 18.
Yes, it would be. Very good. You'll get it tomorrow, I'm sure.
Tomorrow, I'm sure.
I believe we have a bank to walk into.
Yes, the usual.
The usual.
All right.
And you guys walk through the front doors, and your mentor sets down a sack on the counter. It's a pretty unattended bank, and starts chatting with the teller, and you notice the subtle sign of get in.
Yep. And I do. I will sneak behind the counter thing that they're speaking to.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple process as you sneak back there. Let's have you roll a stealth roll to make sure you don't trip over anything.
Is our proficiency still at 1? Or would we be level 1 at this point?
Let's put your proficiency up to 2.
23.
Wonderful. Yeah, you are quieter than a church mouse fart.
So I used to go to church, and they would always say, quieter than a church mouse peeing on a cotton ball.
Yes, I will get behind them as they're talking. I will take 1 silver piece, and I will leave a note saying, "You're welcome, you aren't robbed." And then I will exit out and wait for my boss at the outside door.
Yes, you take a seat. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
Who doesn't sit on a bench outside of a bank?
Exactly.
Yeah. And your mentor walks out of there, nods, and says, "Good job."
You're welcome. And I flip the silver up to him.
And they catch it, drop it into the bag that they had, and all right. So I think we've mastered theft.
Yes, I believe we've got that down.
Very good. Forgery next.
Excellent.
And we move on to Rin, who is on day 88.
88, okay.
That is sparring day. And as you've grown to expect from these days, from sun up to sundown, it is a fight for your life.
Yeah. Yep. I think, like, day 1, I was, like, thumbing through the book, like, okay, defense spells, page 18. Shield sounds about right. Page 37, how many defense spells are there? Like, so on day 88, it's like, all right, it's time to try and get the drop. So I think I roll up to the sort of classroom / arena. I'm imagining a sort of like old school, like Greco-Roman theater in the round situation where there's like almost like arena seating, but it's always empty, of course. Just like stone chairs, and then this open circle of concrete that we sometimes fight on and sometimes fight above, depending on the day. And it's this time that I'm like, green flame blade, gonna have to bust that out. She's not gonna expect the sword. I haven't used it yet.
You walk into the arena, and there you find your mentor having a seat, enjoying a spot of tea. And she sees you come in and just casually throws a few magic missiles your way.
Yep. She knows I'm gonna block that with shield, and she knows it's gonna use up my reaction. And,
Magic missile will hit.
Huh?
Magic missile always hit.
Not with shield.
Oh, nice.
Shield negates it. Yeah. She knows I'm gonna burn my reaction, use up shield, and then she's coming at me with something else next turn, or something.
How oddly meta.
Yeah, I don't know.
Next
That's how I would have to think, though, right?
Next turn.
Yeah, next turn. Sorry, but it's how I'd have to think. I'm in this mindset of that's going to take me X amount of time to do, and she's going to use that time to exploit fucking something.
But yeah, so she's
Anime.
she has shot that at you, and then she stands up. This is her 40-second unique tea glass that she's had that she just throws over her shoulder and shatters on the concrete.
What is a man?
Oh my god!
While you're thinking of what to do, she just throws the saucer at you.
And through my mind, as that hits me fucking square between the eyes, going through my mind is like, oh shit, she's on physical attacks too. This is gonna be a bad day. And the fight ensues. Like, I think I'll try and connect a witch bolt because I know it's powerful. You know what I mean? And I know that she's expecting it, so I'm gonna see how she reacts this time to it, I guess.
Okay, and yeah, you begin casting it. The lightning arcs between your hands, and right as you start to throw it her way, she just waves her hand, and your hands are completely empty.
Okay. That's a dispel, though. I've got a minute. This is the chance. I actually run towards her and bust out my sword and use Green Flame Blade.
All right, remind me, what does that spell do?
So it's from the Sword Coast Adventure Guide. Make a melee attack versus one creature. On hit, green fire leaps to another target you can see within 5 feet. That target takes the modifier
It doesn't actually.
in damage.
It doesn't do anything against one person.
It really doesn't. Now
It's
that
a
I'm
cantrip,
looking at
though,
it.
so it makes sense you would know it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you
the
swing
thing.
at her with a green flaming sword. Regardless of results, it's impressive. Make an attack roll.
Like maybe she make a double. I don't know. Oh boy, that's a 7.
Yeah, she just grabs your sword.
Oh,
Like there's blood coming out of her hands, but she just stops it and then just casts a gust of wind and you go flying back. Well, I guess make your saving throw, but you go flying
I
back.
go flying back. That's a 4. I'm not even gonna bother adding. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably flying back into the fucking stone stair like stands. You know what I mean? Just my spine.
Oh yeah, it's in that moment you realize she has greased the concrete.
Oh no, it's the Wombo combo.
It's the Wombo combo. Yeah, you go flying back there and
I have a question just so that I can get a better visual on this scene. What kind of like room area is this in? Because I'm literally picturing like a black void.
Brad did a decent job describing it.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking Black Void, but I like that around the theater. That's pretty fucking cool. So
Yes.
Like, you know that one Yu Yu Hakusho when they
Yeah.
fight in the dark? That's kind of what I'm picturing.
So Brad had previously described it as like a Greco-Roman theater.
So now
Amphitheater
what I
kind of
mean
thing?
by that,
Oh, okay.
what I mean by that is that it's a sort of theater in the round situation where you've got the lowest platform, which is like a circle of stone,
Like a
and
Colosseum.
yeah, like a Coliseum situation, and then up around that you just directly have seats. There's front row, like right on the concrete, and then up from there. And so I think I've been grease wind blasted back like against those stands.
Into bleachers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think at like probably the 10th row of always empty bleachers, that's where it just ends. And it's as you described, just a black void beyond that. Although somehow this area is always well lit, but
Yeah.
nothing beyond that.
It's nice and evenly lit.
And I for sleeping, I don't even know. Maybe
Oh, there are rooms. The void
Okay.
itself, it's you see it from the theater or sorry, from the Coliseum area, but beyond that, you take your stairs, you go out the like exit areas and then you're back into like that first room you're in, that classroom with the chalkboards
Right.
and then there's a little side hallway leading from there that goes to your room. You've got a nice 4-post bed.
cool. Okay, so I do have.
The void's just to
I was
free you
thinking that
from
like
distractions.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I was thinking maybe even as I've been trying to recover, like in those early days, part of my training was to learn how to go through those doors and have them lead to the right room so I could go and sleep and recover all my stuff. I think we're good there.
Yeah, we end with Rin's session of him being slammed into stonework, and then like just for fun, she just punches a hole in the stone right next to your head.
Just could have been today, I guess.
And we move on to Cedric Voss. It's so fun to say your full name.
It's a good name.
It's really good. It's day 103.
Okay.
You have gotten a good crash course in the basics of swordsmanship, as well as honor. As this is a generally upstanding man. He's wearing fine clothes. As we've already covered, beautiful golden hair.
You know that he's honorable because he's good looking.
Yes, it's called the halo effect, and it's real.
It's just
So-
blonde boys doing what blonde boys do.
Oh god. It's the morning, and you go out to meet Shay, and you're expecting to have another day of sparring or of learning or something. And Shay doesn't have any armor on. He doesn't have his sword with him. He's just dressed in some pretty humble clothing, and he sees you come down. You're not fully armored up yet. You usually do that in the preparation area for sparring. He sees you and says, "Today is a day for piety."
Okay, like worship?
Yes. We've spent days and days and days and days beating the ever-living hell out of each other. I think we ought to thank the people who made it possible.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. Bring a tithe if you wish.
I don't even know what that is.
A little bit of money.
Oh, I haven't gotten any money, have I?
If you've had any with you, great. Otherwise, you haven't really needed any.
I started with 4 gold.
Yeah, you. I'm sure you have a silver piece laying around.
Okay, I guess I'll.
If you want to bring it, that is.
Yeah, I carry money on me usually, so I'll just have it.
Then yeah, you guys just walk down the streets of Opale, the beautiful capital of Dagger Crown, and go to a pretty nondescript church.
Am I the only one that actually knows my mentor's name?
Yeah. Everyone's going through this crazy, rigorous training, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to be a knight. Yeah, it's just a peaceful time. You drop your silver into the tithe box. It's nice. You feel a little bit more at one with the world, and generally peaceful after 100 and some odd days of beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah. I'll ask him, what god do you pray to?
Oh, well, I'm a fan of the Earth Mother, Ula.
I've never heard of her.
Oh, well, we can do a little bit of reading in our spare time.
Okay.
See if that's something that clicks with you. If not, that's all right.
Sure. I'm clearly a little weirded out just because it seems like...
It's a little foreign to you.
You got some Jesus
Yeah.
chills going on.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't... It's just not something I really did.
Yeah.
We would pray before bed, to probably the good gods or Heronius or something, but it's not it wasn't it was just a quick thing.
You didn't bring them your money.
I never got explained to why we did it or anything like that.
Yeah. From this point forward, you're going to end up having some religious training as well. Learning a bit more about that.
Is that important for knights?
It's important for people of our caliber, because I can get assistance from the gods, and so can you.
Okay.
Besides the oath that we take, it's very heavily motivated by following I don't know if I want to say guidelines, following the virtues. It's important.
Okay.
As a little display of what he can do through the grace of his particular deity. There's a sick person in there. It's a church. It happens. He just touches them, and you see them perk up. It's as though their sickness has gone away.
Huh. Okay, I watch, and then when he's done, I'll go over to him what did you do?
Well, through the grace of Ula, I was able to channel the cure for that man.
Oh,
So it's really a wonderful way to help people.
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty neat.
That's what knights do, right?
Not to my knowledge, but
I mean, help the people who need it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so I'm gonna learn that too.
Well, that's the idea. We'll get you up to snuff, and not only will you be strong, you'll be tempered with wisdom.
Cool.
I ain't ever had no wisdom.
I'm an ignorant slut.
God.
Damn you all.
We join Makara on day 200. It's taken a decent amount of time, a little bit longer than the 20 days given, but you learned how to turn into a fucking donkey.
I'm an ass. I'm finally an ass.
Yes, you are.
I'll pull something. Look what I can do. I'll pull it. Pull whatever it is.
Like a cart.
I can pull way more than I could as a people.
As a people.
And as you're doing that,
I say in whatever
Oh,
ass
bray.
language they yeah.
you just bray that.
We saw.
And as you're doing that, you get a hard slap on the donkey ass. The ass, if you will.
Yes.
Your mentor says, very good. Now let's try something else.
I also choose to be stubborn like they are through study.
So you figured out how to do it. Now it's just a matter of applying it to different animals.
Okay. I will transform back.
All right.
Still pulling the cart.
You don't know how.
You still pulling the cart. You pop back. Your hand is a hoof for a little too long. You're like, oh. And then it pops back.
You're still yoked because you would be
Yeah.
wearing one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said he was still pulling the cart or whatever.
Precisely.
Yep. Still laden with burden.
Yeah. And take the bit out of your mouth.
The ass was wearing my clothes. Whoops.
All right. Try something a little bit more dangerous. You've seen a wolf, right?
I've seen them.
Try to be a wolf.
I'll turn into like an ass and then like howl.
You turn into an ass with sharp teeth.
I'll turn back. That wasn't quite it.
And the guy's laughing his ass off.
He laughs so hard that he drops his ass form.
I'll keep trying again. Taking short rests between every 2 tries, as per the rules.
Yeah. In those gentle rests, that's time for crafting and all that sort of fun stuff.
Yep. So tired. I think that I'll do it. I try again. I really channel my want to succeed.
And your succeed want does. That was a sentence.
Yeah, sure was.
Succeed
It was
want
definitely
get.
said.
It's like when in like super old games, it's like item get.
Oh,
Like-
God.
Yeah.
Like you did a get. Sorry, I'm having a lot of fun.
It's good. It takes a couple hours, but eventually you become a wolf.
Okay. I put my hands in like the ninja symbol from Naruto.
And then you get predator vision.
Oh, good.
Not like Predator from Alien Predator.
Like Predator from Dateline.
No. Oh, God.
Predator from Wolves or
Comma.
Predators.
From To
you,
Catch Ya.
you just have fucking laser eyes for children under the age of 10.
No.
So so I get predator vision.
Yeah.
I guess I'll use it to get some fucking rabbits or something.
Oh, yeah. You can know where the rabbits are. You fucking annihilate some. And it was good.
I'll eat them.
You will.
I just eat them.
Yeah, you do. And as you're doing that, you hear called out,
I wolf them down.
all right, tomorrow we work on snakes.
I wolf them down. You know how they no, because
It's a play on words, you simple bitch.
Well,
No, it comes from that. Because you know how they like bite and then they like throw it further into their mouth. And bite
Yeah.
again? It's not a play on it.
It's what you're actually doing, I guess.
Yeah.
We join Seraph on his 500th day of training. Is that the proper way to say that? 500th?
Sounds about right.
It absolutely
Day
is.
500.
Day 500. 960 days remain. You're at a black tie event, or closest thing you can get to in this day and age.
a mask party? A masquerade?
Oh, yes, a masquerade.
Okay.
You are at a masquerade. You've been informed by your mentor, who is currently not around, that in the chamber of a particularly powerful political figurehead, there are some documents that need a little altering. You know that to get to where you're going, you have to go up a few flights of stairs, avoid being seen, because anyone beyond a certain point will be I don't know what's a good word for that. Killed?
Apprehended.
Dealt with.
All right. What's the name of the person I'm trying to get?
The name of the person you are trying to alter the documents of, his name is Alphonse Lerefet.
Okay. What's the predominant language and race of wherever I happen to be this time? And I'm adjusting because I'm not used to wearing a dress a little bit. So it's like, okay.
It's a decently mixed crowd, predominantly human. There are plenty of other races, though. A few powerful tieflings in the neighborhood, a few elves, very wealthy dwarves.
Okay. Well, I've been at this event for a little bit. I'm going to wait. Like to think I've been scoping it out for when the staircase is not guarded.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, please, y'all, excuse me. I would like to use the facilities. Thank you very much.
Oh, not a problem. Be back within 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, though.
Oh, you know I will. And then I'll walk off towards the stairs.
Fucking Southern Western masquerade party.
That's not a Western masquerade party. This is just the voice I happen to be doing.
No,
Yeah.
the other guy did it.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
It sounded a little bit like a Southern
we're
belle.
in the fantasy South.
Yeah. What's wrong with the fantasy South, Jacob?
Yeah, Jacob, what's wrong with the South?
The
Hey,
racism is what's wrong with the fantasy.
You know,
Yeah,
Fuck
there's a
the
lot
fantasy
wrong
show.
with the fantasy side.
Well-
Fantasy slavery is what's wrong with it.
Well, there's no fantasy slavery here.
Oh, then it's a perfectly fine place.
Yeah.
Welcome to Fantasy Civil War, boys.
Your favorite podcast about the Civil War that never happened but could.
Because fantasy
But it's
lands.
pretty similar to the one that did happen.
And woof. What a whole bunch of tension that is. Anyway, moving on.
Moving forward,
Can't wait for fantasy reconstruction.
you reach the staircase right at that perfect moment of the shift change. Someone's walking away. They're not even looking behind their back. There's no one yet approaching there.
Slip straight up.
It's super easy. You know how to make your feet not make a sound in high heels. Mm-hmm. It's really an art.
Yeah, I've learned. I've lots and lots of practice. Me walking circles around my in room is what you don't see.
In high heels.
That's what they don't see.
Yeah, dude.
I get up there. What's
You slip up there, so you have a choice to make. There's about 4 different doors.
All right. Do I have any idea which one says no?
They're all closed. They're all ornate. Your instruction was, you'll know which one it is. So, that's how your training has been going so far.
Okay.
Let's have you make a perception check.
It fucking smells foofy or something.
22.
All right, so
So I'm going.
you very quickly scan each door, and you notice that your mentor's already been here. You can see their signet rings, like as though they laid it against the bottom corner of the door and just hit it once with a hammer.
Okay. I go in that door.
Yeah, it opens easily, and it's a small office, very well furnished. You pull out the documentation that you're required to alter once you approach the desk.
It's on the desk.
It's just, you check the first drawer, boom. It's in a language you just very recently learned. It's Orcish.
All right.
This man is doing business dealings written in Orcish.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I will. I'm supposed to alter it. How long do I think I have? How long is the article? How long is the document?
So the document is 3 pages. Skimming through it, it appears to be some very large transaction involving some land and some people.
I will note that, and then I will alter it as I'm supposed to.
Yeah, you alter it in such a way that people aren't a part of the deal.
Okay.
No slaves get moved around there.
Good.
I thought you promised, Mike.
There's human trafficking. There's always been.
I just made myself sad.
Okay. And then I'll take the required notes, and then I will try to sneak back down to the party after I get done what I have done.
As you reach back for the door, you hear the sound of heavy footsteps approaching.
I sit on the bed.
All right. Didn't see that coming myself. The door opens and a very large, mostly drunk, orc-looking man wanders in. I don't know if you've ever seen an orc in a mask, but his mask is also an orc.
Oh. I'm sorry. I thought I must have the wrong room. I apologize. And I stand up and like greet them.
He
Hello.
starts grumbling in orc. What are you? What?
I'm afraid I am, but not for you, dear. I'm sorry.
You can see this very intoxicated being unable to wrap his head around what is happening.
Okay.
So he just tries to grab you.
How drunk is he?
Pretty drunk.
Okay.
Just like tries to reach out and grab you by like the arm.
Okay. I'll like grab his hand and I'll gently lead him to the bed. It's like, are you looking for an escort, honey? Is that what you need tonight? That's excellent. Yeah. And then I'll lay him down in bed and I will choke him out. Yeah, I'll chop his throat or something, choke him out, try to knock him unconscious.
Okay. Yeah. It's not hard.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
he's really drunk.
Yeah, he's down for the count.
Yep. And I'll put my fake stuff back in place.
I just
You
picture
hear a knocking at the window,
And yeah, I will look out the window as I'm adjusting.
and there you see your good friend, your mentor.
I will look. I assume we can basically speak with our eyes a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, do I leave through the window or do I go back to the party? Like, give the look like, am I done?
Hand motions. Come over to the window. Let's go.
Cool. I hike up my dress, pull the fucking dagger up, pry that bitch open.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
dip out.
And it's a nice silk rope.
I take my
They
heels
climbed.
off before I jump out the window.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Otherwise, you end up striking oil.
Yeah.
That took me a sec.
As I'm climbing
I
down
still
with,
don't get it.
as I'm climbing down with them, I'm going to be like, you failed to mention that this was going to be an horse.
Surprises are fun, aren't they?
Well, I could have brushed up on it.
You weren't.
I'm
All right. Well,
going to look and smile and I was like, better than you. Because I'm finally starting to get a little confident with myself.
they'll smile and nod, and you'll be feeling that tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
You wake up the next day, and all of your possessions are just gone. You're in a naked bed. All the sheets were taken out underneath you. Your pillow's been replaced with a tortoise.
A snapping turtle.
That'd have been funnier.
I'll just wake up, sit up, and
It's hissing.
they're good. They are very, very good.
Your pillow walks away.
That's fine.
And we come over to Rin, who is on day
says the turtle.
let's say 761.
Oh, we're getting there. All right.
You have at least a journeyman's understanding of the arcane arts.
This being an odd day, is it a book day or is it a fight day?
You kill that old lady yet?
Nah. I ain't killed that old lady yet.
That is a book day.
Yeah. So I think I do still have some fresh wounds from the other day, but I think so does she. I think I got her with like.
Yeah, you got her good, but she definitely had a snake. She definitely had a snake bite you in the foot.
Yep, it wasn't fun.
That
Hated
was
that.
not a good day.
Have a new fear of those because of mind magics.
Did it used to be a stick?
It probably was.
Sticks to snakes.
Yeah. Yeah. Just. That was the left field bullshit that I wasn't expecting to come out of the fog that I cast. But I think what I got her with was like a quick ice knife that was like designed to explode behind her, so she'd only half dodge the spell and then get the back blast. Anyway, none of this matters. It's a learning day.
Yeah, this is all conjecture and heresy.
Yeah.
Sorry, hearsay. And
I was like, did he just pronounce heresy weird?
yeah, right.
I mean, yes and yes.
Yeah, I just did it wrong. That's all.
No, but it's good. I liked it.
Anyways, you're doing your book learning,
Yes.
and in the middle of your lesson, your teacher looks at you and says, "All right, so while we're learning, now it's time to start casting spells in the classroom setting. So this is a fireball," and just launches it right behind you.
Of course she does. Classic.
Yeah, you get a little burnt.
Yep, I hate it. I probably get a lot all burnt.
No, just a little burnt.
Okay.
Just hair, like
She's not trying to murder you on these days.
I think I might have an answer for that, and I'll cast like Misty Step and like pop up somewhere, probably to her being like, nope, no, takes too long. Another fireball or something. I don't know.
Where
Nah.
do you land?
God.
just do what you do,
Yeah.
and Mike will do what she does.
You son of a bitch. Although good ideas are always fun to improvise
No. Yeah. I don't know.
between both of us.
I've got things in my brain, but yeah, let's explore what Mike's brain's doing. I'm taking it and reading through this book, learning these lessons, and we're also we're also doing these castings, it being kind of a practice setting, is there a way for me to practice this outside the classroom? Can I explore, I don't know, can I go back where I'm from for a little bit? You have teleporting magics. Can I have some social interaction so that this doesn't drive me completely insane?
Your instructor looks at you and says, okay, you want to be somewhere else.
For a short time. I understand the importance of the lessons.
For a short time somewhere else. Okay, I know exactly where to put you. And
Gulp.
she walks towards you and says, "Oh, you'll be back by sundown," and starts casting her spell. And then there you are, and in a place you're formerly familiar with. It's a little known place called the Swamp of the Sorrels.
Okay.
You're standing about knee deep in a bog,
I hate it.
and you see a swamp dragon right in front of you.
I hate that too.
Ooh, swamp dragons.
I
Those are
feel like
just
with my
gators,
book
right?
learning by this
Yeah,
time, I've
they
learned
are.
that they're alligators. Yeah.
What'd you have?
You just learned
Lots of
how to spell.
alligators in that big magic book you got there, buddy.
Yeah. How many spells are
Tome of Magical
conjure
Secrets.
alligator?
I don't fucking... Okay, fine.
I mean, I might have learned that they're alligators.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you see this terrifying thing that you saw like about 2 years ago rip off the arm of another one and roll away with it.
yeah. Well, I'm going to blast it. Blast it Thunderwave style to get it way the fuck away from me.
All right.
I just pictured like a fucking bubble of like swamp water like not being there.
Yeah, just...
Still a human skull in the mud that gets covered back up really
Okay, yeah, that's the 15-foot cube one, right?
10 feet away from me, it gets pushed.
Okay.
It's a 15-foot.
A 15-foot cube cast, though, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you cast that and the thing goes flying away. I don't know how an alligator can look deaf, but it looks deaf now.
Yeah, it's a very loud spell.
But yeah, so you know how when you have a big impact on a liquid surface and then it all separates away and then it eventually comes back together and has a big bloop in the middle?
I'm in the middle.
Skaboosh.
Now there's a big skaboosh, to quote Alex there. And you are pretty much coated head to toe in fetid, foul swamp water.
Yes.
His favorite.
I
My
can't imagine how
least-
many. I can't
least
imagine how
favorite.
many gator dragons he's alerted with that.
Thousands,
Yes, and
but-
we start to zoom out of the scene as we see like about 10 more of those things start to walk up
Just
to him.
hopping in the water.
Just like slowly coming over to investigate.
And I'll just kind of say out loud because I maybe don't know 100% that she's watching, but I feel like she is. I'm just like, good and well, that's not what I meant. And I'll misty step to the closest like dry area and chide myself for not having learned prestidigitation to clean off these clothes.
Is your book okay?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I should have been copying spells from the big book into like a nice fresh little book that I have.
Yeah, your little book is gonna smell bad for probably forever.
Oh, it's a stanky little book.
It's a
You got
stinky
a
little book.
you got a sulfuric little book.
Don't like that. Don't like that one bit.
And your misty step takes you to like a particularly strong tree branch. That was the nearest dry area.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Just a little.
And you just see a bunch of
Swamp dragons
little
closing
swamp
in.
dragons just kind of stroll on by being like, what the fuck? And then they're trying to have a conversation with their deaf friend, but he can't
You can't
'Cause
because he's
there's-
deaf now.
because he doesn't know ASL, which of course everyone knows stands for alligator sign language.
Right.
I want to just point something out here to break in. I wonder if we should maybe describe the spells a little bit more than just their name for anyone that doesn't play this game and like know them all.
That is a good point. So
Yes, flavorful spells are always good. I try not to do too much of that for the players.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just telling everyone because it's like,
Yeah.
I know what Misty Step.
We can
is,
describe our own spells.
Yes.
but like, I don't think if
that
some
works
people
for
might
you.
not know
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like a type.
I guess I
Just
should bring that up. That's a-
Describe
that's a
your
good
own
point.
magic how you want it to appear.
Yeah. So Misty Step, like the in-game rules of the spell is basically I teleport 30 feet away.
Oh, we don't have to say the rules.
Well,
why
right.
not?
Well, yeah,
you can.
just a brief understanding of them. I think the flavor of that is kind of with that seafaring heritage that I'm sticking to, and those are the spells that have been easiest to learn for me, because it's something I can visualize and kind of put to things. So like fog cloud, which of course makes a big fog cloud. Misty Step, I think, is it like leaves behind a foggy image of myself as I pop up somewhere else, and that just dissipates pretty quickly. I think just for flavor.
Like Buster Scruggs style.
yeah. Just like a almost cartoonish little, poof. And then Thunderwave is a 15-foot cube originating from me. Everything in it takes much damage, gets pushed away from me. And so, yeah, we described the theme of that earlier, just a forceful.
Makes
Yeah.
a good noise too.
Yeah, it's
Like a gunshot.
yeah, a noise that's audible for like 300 feet. Like, it's a thunder crack that just goes off. Yeah, like a storm at sea or whatever. And I think that green flame blade, like I was talking about earlier, is probably like a St. Elmo's fire situation, which you'll just have to Google. I can't really describe it very well. Things take on kind of an ethereal glow, as happens in nature when like lightning is about to happen. I think, I don't know. And yeah, I guess I'm stuck in a swamp. I imagine from up in this tree, I don't see like a town or anything nearby where I can get some of the social interaction I so desperately craved.
From your vantage point, you can see a small little settlement that's all like up on wooden foundations. It's definitely what's a good way to say shitty town?
That's good.
It's a shitty town.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. So it's just a shitty town.
A shanty, maybe?
Oh yeah, that's good.
I think I've been at training enough and like deprived of human interaction enough, and it's been a long enough time that I don't remember that in those woods there was like potentially a bandit hold up. So I'm gonna make my way there as best I can without getting ambushed and just see if there's a place to clean up and people to talk to.
So do you just talk to yourself now because you're like spend so much time alone?
I might do, yeah. I probably talk to myself when I'm writing spells in my book, like, all right, so this sigil and that kind of shit. You get it.
Yeah. So you assess the situation and figure out how best to get down from the tree.
Mm-hmm.
You wait for the proper moment, the proper break in the swamp dragon patrols that apparently are around. And you trudge your way through. You eventually get to like a shitty wooden staircase that's like half rotted, and you're up on some wooden foundations, and you're able to kick off some mud from your boots, and there's just a guy with one arm, one leg, and one eye, and they're all on the same side. Just sitting there.
Call me Lefty.
just half of him has been swamp dragoned away.
They call me Lefty. And all the stuff's on his right side.
It's because I'm only what's left of me.
Oh my god.
The stuff that's left of me is what's right with me.
Woof.
But don't worry, I'm all right.
Too?
No,
Oh, God, I don't know.
I hope not.
Sorry.
Hail, sir. What sort of services can be garnered from this establishment?
You like booze?
I could enjoy some spirits, yes.
We don't got none.
Well, that's unfortunate for me. What do you have?
A right arm.
I see. I'll walk
Got a
past
healthy disdain for outsiders.
That's right, Jebediah, we do.
He just fucking.
Oh my God.
It's like I always thought he was just gonna put him through a bunch of like, you like this, and he's like, yeah. Well, we don't got that either.
I was going to, and then I was like, no, that's too easy.
Yeah. I'll attempt to just walk on past him into the... Like, now I'm kind of understanding the situation I'm in. Is there anything with a sign outside of it that might be a business or an inn?
Yeah, there's like a small shack that's got like a sign that used to be hung up with like 2 chains, but now one of the chains broke.
Classic.
So it's hanging there, and you're doing your best to read it, but it appears to be in just some strange language. It looks like someone tried to write in common, but they don't know how.
Okay. So it looks more like a failure than some kind of
What's
puzzle.
it say?
There's a lot of M's in that word. I'll enter. Hail and well met to you as well. Is there stuff on the walls that they seem to be selling, or is it like baths? What kind of establishment is mine?
Oh, this is very easily a bar.
Oh, delightful. With some of your finest spirits, barkeep. And I'll just...
Hey, want to have that? Hold on, have that.
The latter. Second.
All right, good job. And he just blorps out this like oddly thick brown liquid, and just like slides it across the dusty counter, and you like can smell how dirty the cup is.
Oh my god.
Jankum bar.
Oh no.
It's like someone
let it
tried
be.
to make boba whiskey, but oh god, that's not a sentence.
I don't know what that is.
Well, boba iced tea has those like bubble things in them.
Oh.
Just fucking plug your nose and down it, dude. No.
I'm gonna plug my nose and take a healthy gulp just to see what happens to me.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
There's no such thing as a healthy gulp of this stuff.
I'll make a. Yeah, probably not.
It
not
tastes
healthy.
it tastes warm and spicy. The taste smells like wood. It's just
Interesting.
it's interesting and pleasant.
Not what I expected. I'll
It has a nice clove finish.
I'll kind of raise the glass to the barkeep, like, hell yeah, thank you, good stuff. And I'll continue to sit there and sip on it, and if I can, try to like converse with people as they come in. But I think that's about all I do until at midnight or whatever, dusk.
Yeah.
At whatever time I get just suddenly teleported back to to the training.
Yeah.
auditorium.
Some guy walks in there and he immediately recognizes you.
Oh.
He's like, "You were the one that kept the other guy from killing me when we tried to rob you."
Do what now?
That was like fucking forever ago, man.
Just years and years ago.
Yeah, but this is his life.
He's like,
But
Yeah.
that was him
And this
not
is his
being
whole
killed.
life.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
still wearing fancy blue mud-caked clothes.
Yeah.
and you're an elf, so you don't really look all that different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks like pretty much
Look-
the same.
Ah,
Holy shit!
indeed
I'm alive because of you. I turned my life around that day.
really. Well, I'm very.
I
glad to-
sell mud.
He's like, I've stayed away from the goopy brown
Looks
liquid.
at his cup.
Yeah, just well, if people are buying, good on you. Let me buy you a round, and I'll buy
Oh
another.
no,
round.
no, I already drank one of those this week.
And I'll kind of look at mine worriedly.
He's like still hallucinating.
Like, wait, you drank all of that like now?
Yes.
All right, so you're gonna have a pretty interesting week. All you have to do if you want to make sure it doesn't affect you is you just have to you're teleported back.
Oh damn it.
Just the only guy in this settlement that like talks normal.
Yeah.
You
It's like,
ready?
It's like he walks up to the barkeeper and he's like, and then he like,
Welcome
turns
to
back, and then he turns back to you and he's like, so anyway, what's going on?
And then bam.
I hope you're ready
Now-
for your whacked out peyote ride.
Jesus Christ. I guess so.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
get back, and oddly enough, it's not as debilitating as it sounds. You can see the magic weave.
Oh.
You realize that the spell gestures you do are tugging the weave in such a way to manipulate reality.
Very interesting. So this was almost like a flavorful mud-filled potion of like detect magic almost or something.
It's peyote, dude.
Dude, it's peyote.
It's not detect magic. You're tripping balls.
Yeah, that could also be the case.
It's like taking LSD and suddenly realizing everything in some way, shape, or form is a wedge.
God damn it.
Cut that. Save him from it.
All right. Not quite what I had in mind, but
But
better
you
than
drank the liquid.
better than nothing. I'll say to my instructor.
Yes. You'll be able to learn a lot this week.
So the weave is like a magic. It's like a dimension of just magic that like exists.
It's how you put magic extensions in your magic hair.
Yeah.
It's
No. It is actively described. I think in either the player's handbook or the dungeon master's
yeah.
guide.
I think of it as sort of a. It's always around you, like kind of like a radio station or whatever. And using magic is the way to sort of tune into that and tug on things to change reality.
Dude,
Yeah.
like John must die, or
yeah,
John
yeah,
dies
like
at the
John
end.
dies at the end.
He's like, when you turn off the country radio station, where does the country music go? It's always there. He's
Yeah.
like, or whatever he said, it's
Yeah,
still there.
yeah, he
You're
likens
just not
hell.
tuning
He,
into
he
it.
likens hell to a country music
Yeah.
station. It's always there. You're just not always tuned into
Yeah,
it.
That's amazing. And yeah, we slowly zoom away from Rin, who is about to have probably the most productive week of his life. Day 1003. Cedric, you walk into the sparring arena one day as Shay, your mentor, is telling you, you're not always going to fight someone like me. People are tricky. And so this exercise is to expand your repertoire of... is to make you a better fighter.
Who do I punch?
That guy. And he points to your friend, Rin.
Now, have I just like portaled out of thin air there and been like dropped on my ass into this courtyard, or what's going on?
I like to imagine you reported there, but you have like a cup of tea.
Okay, cool. I'm used to it by now or whatever. Yeah, Rin pops out of this portal, walks out into the courtyard holding a cup of tea in his mostly his customary garb, except now he's got sort of a little bit of armor on as well, and he's from somewhere he's gotten himself into a tricorn hat that he's just taken to wearing, and he waltzes out into the courtyard just, oh, Cedric, and you are? Like, looking over at the trainer.
He gives you a little bow. I'm Mr. Voldis.
All bow in return. Nice to meet you, Mr. Voldis. What is the plan for today? I kind of get dropped into these situations. I'm not sure what the deal is.
Oh, well, having had a conversation with Esbena, which you'll know as
My trainer.
your trainer. It seems moving forward here every so often on for some reason, even-numbered days, you'll be coming here to spar.
All right.
I get to
fine
see
with that.
Rin every day or every other day.
Now, that wasn't specified.
Okay.
Yeah, she was very specific. It was weird.
Okay.
She was
Anyways.
she has a way of being specifically unspecific. Well then, let's get to this, I suppose.
Yeah, no, don't kill each other. If things start to look lethal, I'll walk in. Go nuts.
Oh, that's a relief. It's easier than my usual training.
Okay. Well, I want to first I Cedric first wants to shake his hand, because I haven't seen him in what's it been 2 years?
Like 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just casually walk up to you, and I do the thing where I clap my arm on my hand on your bicep as a greeting,
Okay.
and then I squeeze a little, and I'm like, "Oh, you beefed up a bit.
Well, we do what we must.
Shall we see the fruits of our training?"
I suppose so. And I'll reach for my sword and kind of back away.
Yeah, weapons drawn, dicks ablaze, roll some initiatives, and seize the day.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd end that with a rhyme.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Well,
I was waiting to interrupt you.
I'm no math magician, but I do know what number is bigger than the other number. Rin is up first.
He sure does.
What would Rin like to do in this sparring session?
I think he's going to open with that cup of tea has been set down by now for the bowing and the handshakes and all that stuff that we just did.
Wait, just on the fucking ground?
Yeah.
All right.
And hand is on my sword, but I haven't drawn it yet. And with my other hand, I'm kind of making this swirling motion in front of me, kind of whispering something under my breath. And out from kind of the center of this field that we're in swirls a kind of a fog, and I cast Fog Cloud to make everything confusing.
The air's all foggy now.
Oh shit, I can't see. Just fucking phoning it in.
Up on the rafters of the building in which the sparring is happening outside, we find Seraph sitting with his mentor, Tegan, watching the sparring unfold.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see him do the fog cloud, and I'll lean over to T and makes sense. He's He looks like he's favoring his left leg. It looks like he fell or was dragged across something. I'd hide myself too.
Yeah. Must have had a recent trauma there. 2 gold on the scrappy one?
Cedric?
Yeah.
I'll put 2 gold on Cedric. I think he's got this.
All right.
Deal?
And we fade away from these the shady pair making gamblings on your sparring. Cedric, what are you doing?
I'm going to. I just wonder, am I like intelligent enough to know that I can just like walk out of this fog cloud, or do I think he permeated like the whole area?
What an unorthodox question.
I just don't want to be meta.
I mean, it's foggy.
But do you know that it's
Okay.
only a 20-foot radius?
I will. There's a pin holding my cape together, and I just give it a touch with like 2 fingers, and it glows a little bit. It's shaped like a heart, and not like a real human heart, like a upside down ball sack heart, and
Okay.
You got you real
He
good.
wears it upside down too. It's actually a ball sack pin. He just tells people it's
it's like an upside down ball sack, but the rounded parts are like square.
Penises.
They're like squared shaped.
Oh, because
It's like my ball sack.
It's ruby colored. Anyway, I tap it with 2 fingers and it gives a gentle glow, and I think my eyes have the same glow for just like a brief flash, and I just shout out into the fog, "Approach!" And I'm casting command, so you have to make I think a wisdom saving throw.
That sounds right, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw.
natural 20.
Fuck you.
loaded dice, Doc Savage.
Fucking apparently.
Then I will do nothing.
So, to give that a little bit more flavor, after casting your spell, Cedric, Rin, you are briefly washed over with this urge to follow the command until you quickly realize that you've dealt with this matter of trickery before, and you shake it off, your mental fortitude having been quite bolstered over the past few years.
I think I'm surprised by that a little bit too. Like, oh, Cedric's got magic? Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I actually, when he doesn't show up, like, I wait a little bit. When he doesn't show up, I'm like, shit, I suck at this.
All right, that will turn the clock back to Rin.
Okay, I think I will then discreetly use shape water, if you'll allow it, to shape the water from that teacup I set down into a nice little patch of ice, like in front of me, just in the fog, secretly, if I can do that.
Oh, like bend it onto the ground and then freeze it?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. So there's a little frozen tea patch on the ground. Bro, 5 feet? That's the minimum square, I guess.
Yeah, it's like the size of an actual foot.
Yeah,
There's a small narrative amount of ice that'll pop up as needed.
I like that.
Narrative amount of ice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great. And I'll respond to his command with my own command. Just, no, you come here.
Wait, are you also casting that spell?
I'm
or-
not. No, I'm not. I can't.
Oh,
cast
you're
that
just
spell.
talking.
Yeah, just with words.
Okay. And so we come back to Mr. Voss, who really so far this fight has been the air is stanky and people are yelling at each other.
Well, I have an indication of where he is now, though, because he spoke.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, fog cloud is lightly obscured area.
I think it's heavily.
It's heavily obscured. Okay, so yeah, you're both essentially blinded then.
Yeah, I can't see shit.
Yeah. I
I
had
know where to-
misinterpreted that.
I know where to go now, though.
Yeah, you have an idea. Let's see what to do.
I'm actually just gonna go full like fucking ninja mode and close my eyes and just go by sounds. I didn't
Equally as
practice
disadvantageous.
this, but fuck it.
I love it.
It's the same. So I'll just try to go over to where I heard him speak and swing my sword and shit.
Okay, yeah. You walk over there and make your attack roll.
With disadvantage.
No, I'll take care of that.
Okay. 19.
Okay, with modifiers, you don't even get anywhere close. There's no swish. There's no gasping out in fear of dodging. You just shut your eyes, walked in what you thought was the right direction, and maybe swung at the wrong time.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna be ready then. I'm assuming he's probably gonna come at me from like behind or some shit.
I mean, he doesn't know.
As far as I know, he can see because he made this magic.
Oh, that's fair.
This could be a genjutsu.
And so as this is unfolding, Seraph and Tegan hear the sound of a sword swing, and you like see a little bit of fog like move a little. But there's no sounds of combat. It's just people really just yelling in a dirty area. And then as you're sitting there watching this happen, discussing the odds of what can happen, there's a tiger standing on the wall, like sideways.
Okay.
And you meet eyes with it briefly, and you recognize the glints in those eyes as it starts running directly into the fog on the building.
Makara, you glorious bitch.
And this tiger just disappears into the fog. And we'll have Makara as tiger attempt to pounce on someone.
Hooray.
I think my money's still on Cedric, but
I've got to change my bet. You can keep the 2 gold I put in. I got 10 on the tiger.
I can't match that. You took all my gold yesterday.
Yeah, well, you're really bad at betting.
Well, you actually just took it yesterday, in my defense.
Yeah, you're really bad at betting.
Fair.
You bet I wouldn't take your money.
Every day I bet that.
Okay, so this will have +5 to hit.
Good.
You rolled a 19.
24.
Jesus.
Okay.
Who are you targeting?
Interesting.
Just anyone?
He can't see in there either. Or sorry,
Okay.
she can't see in there either. So it really depends on which number is bigger here. All right. Rin, after hearing the sound of a sword swing and miss you, you hear Cedric get pounced on. Misdirect.
Got me.
That's
Good
fucked
miss.
up.
Yeah, that was a really good misdirect.
Does the tiger slide comically across the tiny bit of ice? No. I will
No, it's not your.
not have it be
have
my
to-
turn yet.
Yeah.
How much fucking
We have to
damage
resolve
do
that
you give
damage.
me?
So that was a claw attack, and it's a D8 +3. I rolled a 1, so 4.
Okay, 4 damage to Cedric as this claw, out of fucking nowhere, I might add, digs
yeah.
into you.
My fucking eyes are closed. So it's just like, where are you?
Is there a
And then
ferocious
he-
roar as well, or no?
No, it's silent.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's got to make a difficulty 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Just a fucking cat assassin.
I fail.
All right, Cedric,
So-
you're knocked prone.
And-
I only rolled an 8.
When that happens due to a pounce, I can make a bite attack.
Do it.
Does this have advantage? Because he's on the ground? Under me?
It's all foggy too, so I don't know.
Let's just make it a flat roll.
I'm touching. Anyway, I rolled a 5
So you just bite
plus
into
5.
armor.
So 10. I bite into armor.
My AC is
Yeah.
16. With this.
So without having the vision that you're used to having when hunting, you misjudge where your bite should be placed, and you just bite directly into like a shoulder pauldron.
Like I thought I had my paw on his neck, but it was actually on his sternum.
Yeah, exactly. So you just bite into that, and it's the worst crunchy surprise you've had in a while.
Oh,
Chewing tinfoil.
it's like when you have a fucking filling in your tooth and it falls out.
Oh, don't
Sorry.
you take that back.
Sorry.
How do you delete someone else's comment?
Becky, take it out.
Delete this.
I imagine to Rin's perceptions that Cedric just like fell over for no reason.
Well,
Just I got him with the tea ice.
I also imagine he's fucking screaming though.
Yeah, I actually go, oh, what the fuck?
It sounds like he assumes it was the tea ice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect. Whose turn does that make it?
that would make it your turn, Rin.
Sick. I have a plan for this. So, assuming that the T-ice has been struck and my plan has come to fruition, I will run out of the fog, and into the center of the fog where that T-ice is, I will cast the spell Ice Knife, which is an attack roll.
So that puts us at a very interesting spot. Have you had to turn around at all in the fog?
I don't think so yet, because I've just been standing there. I cast the fog, I cast the T-ice, and then
So you should know
waited.
where the edge of your fog cloud is then. Okay. That's fair. So
Also,
that
if
puts
he
us
just goes
out.
in one direction.
Yeah.
I'll make it. Sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're fine. So yeah, and going in one direction, you know the dimensions of this without you haven't moved very much, so
Yeah.
that's fine. But then the next interesting point is that with
Ice Knife.
ice knife, is that you have to hit a point you can see, and you can't see in there.
Actually, well, it doesn't specifically say C, but that is a good point.
I think it's a creature.
A creature
A creature within range.
that
Yeah. And I can't
typically
see a creature.
you have to be able to see a creature in order to target it.
Yeah, that's a good point. That makes sense.
So you are more limited to like area of effect spells unless you want to shoot blindly into the
Well,
night
that's the thing. Ice Knife is a little bit of that.
a little bit.
But yeah, it still has to target someone.
I mean, he could just huck it in the center, right?
Yeah, and I can just
Yes.
be
How about
as
this?
forgiving or unforgiving as I want.
How about this? Could I target the T-ice? Because I have an idea of where that is.
It's not a creature.
That's not a
fair
creature.
Point. That's a fair point.
That's a good idea, though.
No, I love the idea.
You could try and target a creature at the point of the T-ice because that's where you assume Cedric fell.
It would be a
Yeah,
difficult roll.
It'd be
You'd
a-
have complete
it'd be a-
disadvantage plus whatever the bonuses Mike would want to do.
It'd be a wrong assumption, but it's probably the one you would draw.
Yeah, that seems fair.
I don't
Yeah.
really know how close or not close I was to that T-ice.
Oh yeah, I know. This is all intentionally vague.
Mm-hmm.
There's fog.
Neither does Rin. He assumes right on top of it.
Yeah, but I'm willing to allow you to make the attack with disadvantage at where you assume the person might be at,
Okay.
being by the T-ice.
All right. So with this advantage, that is a 9. So that's a miss.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Tiger's AC is
It
11.
would miss pretty much anything
Yeah.
except jelly.
So
That would miss anything thrown with accuracy in a fair day.
That's true.
yeah. So then the text of it goes: the target and each creature within 5 feet of where it exploded must succeed a Dex save or take 2d6 cold.
Yeah.
Is that on hit?
No, that's on miss.
That's on a
It's hit or miss.
yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless. So I don't even know if these guys are in the radius that would be because of the fog cloud and how poorly I missed.
They're not.
Okay. So nothing comes of
So-
this, but there's
In summary of what happened, you ran out of the cloud you had created, Rin. You turned around, you threw your ice knife where you assumed Cedric and the beast were. And you get to hear your satisfying like ice pop sound, but no sounds of people going, ah.
a little ice. That sucks.
I was wrong before. Tiger's AC is 12, not 11.
They're slightly more dexterous, or is it natural armor?
It's the dex.
Yeah, I throw it in there, and then there's no pain sounds, and that's a little confusing because there's still struggle sounds, I imagine.
Yeah. And we will have Cedric go.
Okay.
Cedric, you're being held down by a tiger, and you can't see shit.
Was I able to hold on to my sword or did I drop it?
I never would have considered that you dropped it until right now.
I mean, magic item, bonus XP,
Critical hit.
critical hit.
Yeah, you held on to your sword.
Okay. I want to like reverse grip on it and just fucking stab it in the face and grab its nose with my other hand for like, you know, to get a good hold.
Yeah, make your attack roll.
12.
Damn, as we just discussed, that is exactly enough.
Hell yeah. All right.
You managed to stab a spaghetti noodle into a squirming cat.
Thank God. I mean, it's 9 damage.
No, not bad. And so you,
It's a dry spaghetti noodle.
yeah.
I would also like to get up. I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, I think that should be fine.
I think I'm more standing over him. I'm not actually grappled in the rules or anything.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's just you knocked him down and
Also,
you're.
like back away a little bit when I like gouge your face.
But yeah, good cat stab.
Yeah. Then I stand up and I'm like, a tiger?
Wait, no. Can you even see it? No.
I'm sure.
Well, I mean,
was,
I
like,
can
in
see
his
something
grill.
that's right next to me, right?
I
I can see
Heavily
my own
obscured.
hand.
It's
if
more
I
like,
put it in front of
ooh,
my face.
furry.
It's just like effectively blocked vision. You felt a
I think
big
you can
furry
see
thing.
stuff within 5 feet of you and heavily obscured.
Wait, did you keep your eyes closed though?
Huh?
No, I didn't keep my fucking eyes closed when I got tackled by a 200-pound beast. Or however heavy a tiger is.
Hang on.
Sounds right.
That tiger sounds like a
Doesn't
fucking
say
absolute unit.
Pretty sure tigers are like 200.
Sure, they're bigger than that, full grown.
No, I think they're more like 5, dude.
They're not like 500 pounds.
Yeah, they're
I've
way
seen someone
less than
lift a
5
tiger.
pounds.
I've seen a human lift a tiger.
I've seen a tiger lift itself.
Dice Boys homework. Google it for us. Let us know in the comments.
200 to 670 pounds. Boom.
Damn it.
there we go.
Ah, that
Damn
was.
it. Good job.
600.
Edit that out.
That's like the fat ass, like tiger at the zoo. That
No,
like,
dude, that's
can't
like the
walk.
magically transformed into the tiger.
Anyways, it is this. It's this tiger of ambiguous weight's turn.
Oh,
That's my favorite magic item.
did you call me hefty?
No, I said ambiguous.
Indeterminate.
Loady load. He thinks I'm a hefty tiger.
I didn't say.
You did say an absolute unit.
Well, referring to it,
Fuck, can we just play the game?
I'm an absolute unit.
I barely even said the word chunk.
I'm gonna bite him.
This tiger's a big chungus.
Wait, he moved away?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna run in a direction until I'm out of the fog.
Okay, you do so. You're out of the fog. You're like imagining it as a circle that's slowly drifting. Let's say, for simplicity's sake, Rin is at 12 o'clock. You emerge at 9.
To which my reaction is, a tiger?
Okay, I'm gonna go and
that wasn't you.
I'll move the rest of my 40 feet to get onto the wall.
Yeah, you are now standing sideways on the wall again.
As far up it as I can get.
And yeah, so Rin, you see a tiger burst out of this fog. It's got like a fog trail. It's kind of neat. And it literally runs straight up this wall.
You can summon tigers?
And then as soon as someone gets close enough, one of these two, sorry, not just anybody.
Just murder an innocent
imagine?
bystander.
As soon as one of these two gets close enough, I would like to have a trigger for an attack.
Is Spider Climb concentration? It is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I should concentrate.
Make a concentration saving throw.
17.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's right. When I see the tiger run out and I see Rin there, I'm going to be like, Rin, Makara's the tiger! She cast Spider Climb on herself. You got to beat it out of her!
Oh my god, you guys.
And I do give help to him. So he has advantage.
Nice. Seraph could be our in-universe rules lawyer.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you can't do that because it has to be a target you can see. It's like, what?
I've been reading everything about this shit.
That's why your ice knife failed, Rin. You couldn't see the target.
That's the end of my turn. I'm not doing anything this
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I'm just shouting out.
Except for giving me advantage.
I give you
on the
advantage,
attack.
yeah. on your next
Rin is up.
Okay. You're too high up on the wall for me to just slash you with the sword, right?
Makara is 15 feet up on a wall.
Yeah, that's out of
Literally
slashing range.
standing side. I still just love the idea of a... It's like better than the Skyrim horses on the mountains.
All 4 legs, yep.
It's fucking. Just imagining that's fucking my shit up.
Well, it's also ready to like pounce down too. So
Ray of
It's-
Frost time
Okay, you're casting Ray of Frost on whom?
on the tiger because I can see it. Now, would I still have advantage on that, or does it have to be like a Because it's like the help action that you take, right?
I will read it to you for sure, but I just had it open. I don't know why I closed the book. Give me a sec. Starting at 3rd level, you can use the help action as a bonus action. Additionally, when you use the help action to aid an ally in attacking a creature, the target of that attack can be within 30 feet of you, rather than within 5 feet of you, if the target can see or hear you. So, yes, you can use it on an attack or a spell attack or whatever.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Then I will do that.
Yes, enjoy glorious frosty advantage.
Natural 20.
Loaded
I
fucking
gotta
dice.
stop using this particular die.
All right, we
It's a little
have
too
we
good.
have critical frost.
You should keep it.
This is so un-Brad-like. Is this a new character? Are you turning over a new leaf?
Right?
He's become
my
new
first
Brad.
character. My first character was known as Razavik the Woefully Inept because of my poor dice rolls. Anyway, is that double dice? How are we doing that? Or is there a table we want to roll on for?
So roll another 20 for me.
Okay. A 4
A 4.
with cold damage.
Okay, you will deal maximum die once and then also roll your damage die.
Goodness me. It's 8 plus 4. That's 12 damage.
12 frosty damage on your tiger butthole.
Or just anywhere on your tiger body, really. I wasn't specifically aiming for the brown eye.
Well, I mean, she's on a wall.
A good angle on it.
Good angle to the weakest point I can think of on a tiger.
I mean, the eye.
Right in the velvet circle.
What does a critical spell look like? Do you like point your finger and then it like a huge amount comes out and you're like, whoa? It's like a
Well, in this
surge.
case, I think you froze the tiger from the intestines out
Oh.
because you hit the butthole.
No visible outside damage, but
it just starts crying.
you know brain freeze, Makara? It's like the opposite of that.
Ain freeze.
Frayne bees.
There it is.
How is your tiger bod looking?
I've taken 22 damage and I had 37 health total.
Okay, make your concentration saving throw.
What do I beat?
10.
10.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8 and my wisdom or
Constitution.
Constitution, sorry, is a +2, so 10.
Hey there.
All right,
You're
you
good still.
have meet your beat.
A Constitution save is rolling a Constitution check to meet either half the damage dealt or 10, whichever is higher.
You mean concentration? You said constitution.
It's a concentration check.
You said Constitution check.
Ow. Yeah, no, it's just a Constitution saving throw.
That's all.
Cedric.
And yeah, that's
Oh,
me.
wait, yeah.
That's me done. That's all I needed to do was just beam that tiger a little bit with my shiny blue frost ray.
Way to show that tiger your shiny blue ray of frost. Cedric, you're up. You're in the middle of fog. You can't see shit. You heard the sounds of people yelling in assistance of fighting a tiger.
Man, I don't fucking know. Guess I'm just gonna like run to where I hear noise.
Okay.
I think you probably heard Seraph yell that I'm the tiger too.
And
Yeah,
that is-
that's true. I
and
never
yeah.
heard all that.
and I probably have my back to the fog at this point, being focused on the tiger on the wall.
So yeah, you start running towards where there's noise and make a dexterity saving throw.
Fucking
God
A.
damn it.
Natural fucking 20.
T-ice.
Fuck your T-ice.
Yeah, you slide on that T-ice and it's fucking great.
It just speeds me up.
Yeah, like the ice is longer than anyone expected. And then you're just standing right next to Rin.
It's like
Mike,
it's like
T.
Legolas
Ison.
coming off the trunk of the elephant, just out of the fog.
Yep.
I just point at the tiger and I go, so that's Makara?
I've just been wanting to say for a second, Mike T. Ison. I'm sorry. All right, that's it.
All right.
I'm quitting. This is the end of Super Dice Boys.
Yeah, I point at the tiger. I go, so that's Makara?
Seems that way.
And then I just elbow you in the face.
Yep. Yep.
You just yeet the fuck out of him.
How's
a 14?
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it.
You take 3 damage.
Yeah.
You'll take 3 face damage as an elbow just hits you in the nose.
I'm up there going like, yes!
Boom! Got him!
Got it!
And yeah, as you say that, Seraph, Tegan looks at you. Well, that tiger, it's still standing on a wall.
So I've got to make a concentration save for that fog, actually.
Yeah, got to beat a 10 or meter beat.
Lol.
The fog slowly dissipates.
And in there, you can see a small amount of blood on the ground next to a spilled cup of tea that has been shattered.
And a weirdly long patch of tea ice that leads
Yes,
directly
yes.
to me.
Oddly long.
It's like when
He can't even. He literally can't
no,
even.
it's like Aziz's joke about how cool Jay-Z is. Like no one can be as cool. Like Jay-Z could slip on a banana, and he's just like whoa, and it makes him faster. Like he can't be uncooled.
That's good.
And then I sort of like
What now?
align myself to be. I like turn so that I can kind of both, both of these things are a threat.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Jake. I didn't mean to just interrupt you. I asked you what you were doing as interrupting you saying what you were doing.
It's fine.
What now as he's doing it?
Yeah.
Makara, you're up.
Okay. How far away is the closest boy?
Let's call it 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay.
They never quite got into pounce distance.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go all the way up the wall.
I think you can pounce as long as you move at least 20 feet.
I'm sorry, I meant within
Oh yeah,
because it's not like he's going to be able to do a full run. It's just kind of like
yeah.
preparing to
For
move.
the
So you're going to
action
go
part.
all the way up the wall.
Fuck yeah. Somebody
You're
is a rat.
You're just 50
You
feet.
come to me.
You're
You
50
coming at
feet
me?
up on the wall, and both you. I'm sorry. You're 50 feet up on the wall. You're pretty much at the top, and both Seraph and his mentor look over at you. They're like, "What?"
I'll say in Tiger. Yeah, you.
You hear
I grab my
Whoa.
dagger and I look at Tegan. I'm like, what?
and then Tegan just rolls off the back of the wall.
Thank God.
Just, nope.
All right.
Fucking smoke bomb.
No, just literally just flips backwards and is gone.
No.
All right.
It's like the like that Simpsons thing where the kid headbutts his way through the window but reversed.
Is that
I could have
Do
just
I
said
get to
Homer
him?
in the bushes, but whatever.
You'll be able to get about
I had to be at least within 30 feet. So yeah.
yeah. You can get up
okay?
to
I
Sarah.
pounce him.
You just fucking run him down.
All right.
First attack will be a claw attack.
Okay.
Ooh. Natural 1
All right.
plus 5.
So Seraph's pretty fucking skilled nowadays. You have you ever seen someone jump over a tiger?
I was thinking he would roll under.
I was thinking jump over.
I think over. I'm 6 foot tall.
ridiculous.
yeah,
ridiculous, but I
he's
love it.
pretty tall. So Seraph literally
I'm sorry. I'm 6'3". Yeah. I ain't jumping
does
over.
a stationary hop over where this tiger was expecting to get into and just lands on the wall and looks back, and I assume you about face Makara.
I don't get hurt or anything.
Yeah, you don't get hurt or anything. You're just both standing on a wall, and it's a bit of a precarious balance, but cats. I've never
I'm not
seen a cat
worried.
trip.
Plus, I can fucking stick to the wall.
Yeah, you're fine.
How does Makara look?
This cat's kind of messed up. There's some blood. There's some frostbite.
Okay. I will. Am I up then? 'Cause
Yeah,
I never was actually in initiative. So I'm
Yeah,
after
no.
Makara now.
yeah.
Okay. I'm just after Makara now. I will stab her.
Okay, you just run up to a tiger to stab
she
it.
in my face, right? So I'll just
Yeah.
gonna stab her first. So natural 20.
Jesus Christ!
Holy shit.
What's with you guys? Need new dice.
This is a lucky.
This is my first roll the whole game.
Over critical roll.
This is a lucky bench, damn.
Roll another 20.
Okay. 3. It's the
3.
same 20, so you know it's not weighted.
All right. So that one being kind of minor. Roll the damage dice twice and use the higher results.
Okay. They're both 2.
Rough.
Okay, so 2 plus mod.
2 plus double mod.
Double mod?
Oh.
So 8 damage altogether.
8 damage. How does that make Tiger Kara look?
We got like 6 health left.
Tiger.
I'll use my bonus action to disengage, my cunning action to disengage.
Okay. While you're doing that, let's have Makara make a concentration check.
It's a 9.
9 plus 2 con, so I've got 11.
The spell remains, and Seraph disengages.
Yep, I'm going to hop on down into the fighting pit with the other ones.
How far of a drop is that?
That's a pretty decent.
How far down is it?
I was 15 feet up and you were at the end of my range, which is 40 feet.
Oh, okay, then I'm not going to do that. I'm going to
It's a decent fall.
Not use my cunning action, then I misunderstood the things.
My
I'll use my
apologies.
bonus action to get her again.
Oh, okay. You're going back.
Yep.
Going back for seconds.
Yep.
Wait, do you have another dagger?
I have the one. I can just fucking stab.
Can you?
Well, by now I probably would have more than one dagger.
I'm
I have
sure you have
I have a
2
hand
daggers.
crossbow and I have a few daggers.
I mean, it's dumb to me that you would be able to attack with 2 daggers in 2 hands and not 1 dagger in 2 hands, but also, like, that's how the rules is. Yeah.
yeah, I've
and-
got multiple daggers. I'm sure I've got a few at this point. I also have a hand crossbow. My armor's set up.
Okay.
So
So, like, it's just using your
He's
bonus
got
action to
hella
attack with an
daggers.
offhand weapon?
yep. So no proficiency added. To
Okay, yep.
it. 17.
Actually, you get to add proficiency,
That'll
just
hit.
not damage.
Oh,
You don't get to
17
add the
plus
damage.
3, so 20.
That
Yeah.
hits.
Math 20.
We got a dirty 20.
For 2 damage.
2 more
And
damage.
plus my modifier, right?
No.
No, not
not
the-
for
Got
the
it with the offhand.
You need the feat or the,
The
fighting
fighting
style for
style.
that. Yeah, the fighting style. Okay, one more.
Sorry,
cons-
I actually had 8 health. Now I've got 6.
Okay, no worries. And let's have you make another concentration.
That was a
18.
well above.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll be like, Makar, I'm not part of this.
He fucking is, though.
As he made himself a part of it.
Yeah, he made it. He called
This-
it out.
This is what my guy does, guys.
Rin, you're out.
Oh yeah, so I get elbowed in the face, and the mist fades away, and I kind of stumble backwards. Like, oh, all right, it's that kind of fight. Huh?
I had a sword in my hand, too. I just
Yeah.
elbowed you.
Yeah, and I'll bust out my sword, and I think I'll just regular make an attack at you for this first thing.
My God.
Good lord.
I'll roll this dice this time.
Another 20.
No, it's a 13 plus.
30.
3.
Yeah, it is 16.
That exactly hits.
Oh my god, cool. I'll
Exactly
roll-
deal damage.
Assuming I'm wearing chainmail, I think.
Yes, we already had that
Okay,
conversation.
yeah.
7 damage.
Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
As with unexpected.
Alacrity?
What does that even mean?
What word?
It means speed.
Yeah, speed or dexterity.
It means he's fast.
What about
What's
fucking
alacrity?
skill? Unexpected skill.
All right, fine.
Well, now I've lost my whole train of thought. You describe how you swing.
You miss.
I think it's a, be taken aback, do that little stumble as if been elbowed in the nose, and then it's a draw and slash at the same time, just like from the hip. Whoosh.
All right, Kenshin Himura.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Hiten Mitsurugi. Ultrasonic sword technique.
Oh,
Regular attack.
there's
Yeah.
no way.
Regular punch.
There's no way he can draw the sword fast enough with a dull blade.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I slash him for 7.
Ow.
Thanks
It
for that
actually
word
really
picture.
fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I do one of these.
Cedric, you're up.
I am going to. I'll probably just fight back, but with a sword this time.
Make your swing.
12.
I
I don't know what your AC is, Brad.
Shield.
He doesn't know it either.
No, I do.
Jesus
It's
fuck.
it's either 10 or 11. Isn't
It's
11?
11.
Your
It's
hit.
11.
11 is
hit.
your base AC, right? Because I don't have any armor,
No,
it's just
10
clothing.
is your base AC.
Oh, well, then it is. Yeah, so shield
11,
will
'cause he has
help me.
plus
not
1 to
at
his
all.
dex, so it's 11 is his AC.
Yes.
I thought
Right.
you were wearing leather armor though.
He can't wear armor because he's
I
a
can't.
wizard.
No, but he's a blade singer. They get
I do
light
get
armor.
armor. Yeah. I don't think I ever.
Your AC is
figured
fucking
it out.
12. Just write down it's 12.
Okay.
That is your initiative. You just wrote that in the initiative box.
If you guys can't tell, Brad is delightfully inept sometimes, and we love him for it.
Sometimes.
Also hung like a
Just-
fucking horse.
It's a,
A
problem.
baby horse.
It's a problem.
Baby
Anyway,
horse's dick is probably still big. I mean, I don't know offhand, but I would guess.
yeah, I'm gonna take that hit.
Oh, cool. You're also gonna take 6 damage.
6 damage has been dealt as Cedric.
30 minutes later, we've solved that. It's taken 6 damage.
I just use my weight.
Okay, so you literally just it's just a brutal slash. It's
Yeah.
there's no grace. It's just strength and blood.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm not like swinging a hammer, but like it's like if he blocks it, I just like push my shoulder to like move his little arms out of the way.
They are little. Matiger. Unless you had more you wanted to do.
No, that is all.
Matiger. It's fun to say that. Makara as Tiger. You're up.
I think that I'm going to.
This tense moment brought to you by Tiger Proof Underpants. Protect the parts that matter most.
From tigers.
I'm gonna bite the shit out of this guy that's stabbing me.
Fair assessment.
Yeah, generally a good plan.
Good way to go.
19 and 5 is 24.
That's
I'm
a
not
hit.
going to hit.
What?
I'm just kidding. It's 12.
No, it's a miss. Crazy as a miss.
IC's 14.
I'm not going to write that down yet. I'll write it down later.
The bite's gonna be a D10 plus 3.
All right. 1d10 plus 3 damage as this tiger lunges at you, and you can't fake it out this time, and it just bites your shoulder, Seraph.
Okay.
7 total.
And it's a pretty good clamp.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that the end of your turn?
I mean, that's my action. And then I'll do nothing.
Oh, actually, I'm going to use my... wait, do I have that yet?
No.
No, okay. We don't. I haven't looked at the...
He's gonna take it.
I think so.
No, that's evasion.
5.
Uncanny dodge is like level 5, I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull my arm, shoulder, whatever she bit out of her mouth, and go, Makar, I have got money on Cedric winning this. If we help him win, that's it. Just help me get down there, and I won't stab you. Some things are more important than us, like beating Tegan.
Let's persuade.
Do you want me to roll a persuasion check, Alex? I'm going against you.
Alex,
He didn't offer me anything though.
that's fair. That's
He almost offered me something,
I offered not to stab you.
and then he didn't.
I did. I offered not to stab you.
You didn't offer money. You just said you
also
have
won't-
money on it.
You also won't stab me if you can't stab anything.
well, I mean, it's hard to have that kind of intellectual conversation with a tiger. You're trying to
Yeah.
convince a tiger. Roll your
Yeah.
die anyway.
Do it.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
How do we do this? Is it opposed?
22.
How we do this is
Maybe some kind of opposed thing, I would think. I don't know.
Unless
Matiger-
Makara just wouldn't do it.
yeah, I'm
Unless she wouldn't do it.
I,
Then
I
there's-
wanted you to get to roll a die, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
if she
Makara
chooses
is
just
like
to
no.
not do it, but if she's on the fence,
I don't know, man.
Are you
I bet some coin would definitely persuade me.
I
to do
can't. You
that.
can't negotiate with me, dude. You're a tiger.
Yeah, you
Just
literally
go like,
can't
just go like
speak.
this with your tiger paw.
Yeah. That's the give me money motion, universally renowned since 1973.
Rubbing
I
your
think it's
thumb
older
against
than that.
your foreign middle finger.
All right, fine, I'll be-
Can I
Uh,
can I have the opportunity to drop out of tiger form and ask for money?
I won't even say that. I'll say this because I probably would. You can have the money. I just want to beat Tegan.
Okay, I'm game.
All right. I don't know if you've ever seen a tiger believe you before, but this tiger believes you.
Then I'm going to use the rest of my turn to grab the tiger and not like ride it, but definitely hold it so it can help me get down.
Yeah, I'll like do a roll under him.
Okay, you do allow it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah. I'm coming in riding a tiger, bitches.
All right.
That's so cool.
That's pretty amazing. We are back to Rin.
He's so not ready.
He's so enthralled.
It was a beautiful scene.
What are you thinking about doing? What are you deciding between?
There was a couple of things, but I'm gonna slash at Cedric again.
It's a sword fight.
It is a sword fight. Oh, 7 plus 3 is 10.
You swing and bounce uselessly off of this chainmail that Cedric's covered in.
Mm.
And I imagine you look at your sword and go, butts.
Ah, butts.
I say, go home and be a family man. All right.
That's what
It's a
Guile
Street
says
Fighter.
to you. Yeah, that's what Guile says to you, the American fighter and Street Fighter.
Yeah, when he beats you, he says that.
Go home and be a family man.
Dude,
then it's my
the Indian, or like the India,
Dawson?
yeah, fighter, he says that I will meditate and then destroy you.
He does say that. It's weird.
That seems...
Speaking of
Opposing.
meditating and then destroying, I'm gonna do the latter to Rin.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you're going to do some premeditated destruction.
No.
That would have been better.
I rolled a 13.
Well, that is a hit, as we've previously discussed.
Yep.
Unless
And
cast shield as
I
a
do-
reaction, but I don't.
1d8 plus 4. Cool, bro. Cool. Keep it to yourself. I do 8 damage.
He scorched your
That's
ass,
one
man.
psychic damage. Fuck.
it should be 9 after that.
Shit.
That
8
sick burn causes you to
damage.
lose concentration on a spell you're not even holding.
Fuck.
He is still holding fog, though.
it's gone.
Oh,
He failed
he
it.
fucked up. My
Rin-
bad. I
Rin,
was
you
busy.
take damage as
And down goes Frasier.
Oh, you fall down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you do your fucking numbers weird, but yeah, he's down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I count my damage up and then compare it to my score, so I don't have to subtract anything. 'cause I'm
Oh,
bad at
I
math.
thought he had 9 health left, but he got it. So yeah, I'm gonna. How that looks is I go for like a big overhead slash and then turn it around at the last second and do an underhand, like get up in his ribs, and then when my sword gets like stuck on him, and then I just take my other hand and just punch him in the face, and he falls over.
Yeah, I think that's it. Like, I bring my sword up to block your thing, you faint right around it.
Yeah, I fight brutally.
That's great. Yeah, right after that happens, Shay, your mentor, like runs up. He's like, okay.
Yeah, I
And
no intention of.
grabs the crumpled Rin and brushes him off as a tiger is charging at you. I assume.
Not just a tiger,
Probably not
thank
paying
you.
attention.
A tiger being ridden by a confident-looking 6'3" person.
I'm going to dive off the wall.
Fuck! I thought you were gonna run straight down. Okay.
Nope.
All right. So I
I'm going to
misspoke.
land on him.
There is a tiger flying at you, and you look up just in time to have a tiger with person land on you, Cedric.
Okay.
Make it attack roll with advantage because I love it.
I feel like I'm gonna be fucking Gimli when he gets all those dead people piling onto him, and he's trying to lift him off, and he's like, and then like another dead person falls, and he's like,
As we're flying through them, remember our deal?
remember our deal?
Wait, you have money. You have money on Cedric to win.
Yeah.
Done, right?
No, you are part of it. We can't negotiate. You're a tiger.
Oh, I was just. Well, I don't understand the.
Okay, well, break
the
our
thing
deal
then.
then.
I land on him as a pounce.
We'll do the fucking attack.
Okay.
19 plus 5 is 24.
That's gonna hit. And yeah, some wires definitely got crossed here.
That's fine.
Oh. The claw part is a d8 plus 3. 10.
I'm still up, but
Ooh.
Then
it
you do a
hurts.
DC 13 strength save.
which I pass.
You aren't knocked over.
Okay. That's incredible. You just land on me and I like throw you off after biting the shit out of me. Or clawing
It's a
the
claw,
shit.
yeah. Unless there's some sort of falling 50 feet modifier. Also, I imagine I take damage.
I imagine you ran part of the way. Did you really jump the entire 50 feet?
Oh, he said it.
Off
So-
the handrail.
So the thing about cats is I know they're able to hit a lower terminal velocity by spreading their bodies. But also
When they're being ridden, though?
dude.
Hurting.
Yeah, dude. It hurt me.
Turn
it up.
after the claw goes through and you don't knock him down, you finally hit the ground and it's like 10 damage.
I feel like we should split it. But I'll accept taking it alone if that's your will.
Seraph take 4 damage.
Sure.
Makara take 6.
6. Okay. I meant with
No. This is good.
I meant-
This is
I
good.
meant
This
with-
is good. This
I
is
meant
good.
with
How it
Big
is
Boy.
good.
whom I landed on.
You didn't land on him. He kind of shifted out of the way, so I imagine it, because he didn't go prone.
Yeah, he clawed him on the way down.
Cedric take 1 because I rolled a 1.
Ah, fuck you.
Wait, how much do I take?
6.
Oh, as soon as I hit, I pop into a person.
And then you just have Seraph sitting on you.
I stand behind him.
Yep.
Is it
That's my
turn?
move and my attack.
Are we still fighting?
I don't know, but Seraph's up anyway.
I look around and I say, "Are we still fighting?"
I said that's a good
I look
question.
at Shay because he's the one that's there.
Oh, yeah, no, he's carrying Ren off. He's like, well, what I was set out to do here is done, but there's still, I don't know.
T. I just yelled T, and I expect a yes or no.
Yeah.
All right, Cedric,
Oh, you should have.
I got your back, babe. And I
You shoulda
stab
told him.
Makara like right in the kidney.
Jesus Christ!
I have advantage because she's flanked, because she's in between me and him.
God damn. That's fucked up.
Right?
Makara will remember this.
Hey. When I wake you up later and still give you the money. 19 plus mods to hit.
That'll probably hit.
Some things can't be undone.
Some things cannot be undone.
10, 11, 12, 13. Piercing damage because of my sneak attack.
13 to Maggie. Makara, how do you look?
I think that puts me down.
I just saw Alex look at the 13 written on his hit points. Like,
Okay, yeah, so you do that and Makara immediately collapses.
Okay, as she falls, I will use my bonus action, take my
But I
dagger,
think-
and just throw it into the ground, point down, and look up where I assume Tegan's up there somewhere and go, I surrender, and just sit down.
Huh. And then just like in the
Put
distance.
my hand up for the gold to fall.
Yeah, like just 15 gold falls in your hand.
And I'll throw all of it on top of Makara.
um,
We should heal her. Can you do that?
yeah, I'll heal her.
All right.
I'll lay on hands for 10 damage.
All right, how do you look when you do it?
I just hover my hand. I do the hover hand, and it glows like a white yellow, and then it like the magic sort of like thread. I like wave it slowly over the wound, and it kind of like threads the skin together.
Cool. Yeah, and after that happens, Makari, you wake up, your back is
I'll be offering to actually
on
help
the
her out.
ground.
Yeah.
You have your friends over you offering to help you up,
I
and you have
don't
gold
want-
on you.
I don't want Seraph to touch me.
Hang on, I heal Makara,
It's
and then I elbow Seraph in the face.
oh man.
I'll allow that to happen.
I don't.
And then I just like hold my hand out, and I'm like, "You son of a bitch."
Who'd you say that to? Me?
You, yeah, like a friendly. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, sorry. Jesus Christ. My nose is probably bleeding.
Yeah, your nose is
Sorry,
definitely
I just thought you
bleeding.
deserved it.
Oh yeah, you did.
That's probably true. Makara, here. And I offer to help you up, and you just don't take it.
No, I get up myself.
I'm
The-
gonna heal myself a little bit too for the
the
rest.
little sack of gold on you falls off as you're standing up, and you. I assume
I
you reach
take
down
it.
and grab it.
Yep.
It's yours, I guess. She walks away. All right. Long time no see. I just turn and I'll give Cedric a big hug as he's done.
Oh
with
yeah,
himself.
I'll just look at Makara like sulking away. I'm like, oh, maybe she's upset about something.
I don't understand what.
I know you don't.
Because they never had that conversation. And after a little bit of idle chatter, Rin walks back up after having been healed up by Shay.
Oh yeah, I kind of threw this in. I'll explain a little bit more. I healed myself for my remaining 5 hit points too.
Oh, okay.
Rin comes walking back up after having been healed by Shay, kind of rolling his shoulder like, oh man, that was a good hit. And I think he'll say kind of exactly that sort of stuff. Just, it was quite the fight. It was more than I expected.
You've gotten quite skilled.
Yeah, it seems that trickery doesn't quite outmatch brute strength just yet. Although I didn't expect you to have magic. That's a development.
Yeah, I'm actually on the holy path now.
You on the holy path.
Yeah.
Seems to work. Yeah, I was impressed with both of you. Very good work.
Mm-hmm. And I
Makar,
didn't see
are you
much of
here?
what you did, but you were riding a tiger. So that was cool.
That was actually Makara. Where is she?
I'm just like behind everyone, and I'll cast Goodberry and eat them all. 10,
It's
10 of them.
it's pretty fucking delicious.
Mm-hmm.
You grow the dankest good berries in the land.
I just grow them into my hand, and as they appear, they're like raining into my mouth. Up to 10, and I'll choose 10.
Cool.
When did you learn how to turn into a tiger?
Yesterday.
Well, you've gotten pretty good at it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Like,
Well, being a tiger's the easy part. Turning into it is the hard part.
And you look down at your hand and realize like one of your fingers still has like a claw. You're like,
You've all gotten so strong. It's been so long. When we probably don't have time to catch up, do we?
why not?
If I know Tegan, she'll be here. They will be here in a few minutes, so
Well, if we have a little bit of time, what's your guys' training been like?
I've been all over the world.
Really? I haven't left the place.
I've been many places. I've learned I can speak Orc now.
Okay.
That could be useful.
I don't know. I guess I've just been hanging out. What have you guys been doing?
That sounds a lot more exciting than my training. I've been either I'm up there in the tower, or maybe it's a pocket dimension. I'm not sure how my trainer is doing this, but every morning it's learning, and every other morning it's fighting.
Ooh, that kind of sounds like mine. Yeah, I've been fighting with Shay a lot. And then on, some days I will have to meditate and, try spell casting, but I'm not that good at it.
You looked good at it to me.
Well, the one I actually tried to do on Rin didn't even work.
I must have been in the fog. I couldn't see anything. Makara, yourself?
I've been studying animals.
Firsthand?
Yeah.
Well, good.
There's truthfully more to it, but I won't go into details.
yeah.
That's fair. We
It-
That
probably
was
don't
out
have
of
time.
character.
It's
Yeah.
it's weird describing like how do you be a donkey?
Yeah.
You draw a donkey a lot of times.
You get really familiar with their tooth and noise sounds. Noise sounds?
Lads.
Clouds. Hashtag bringing it back.
Yeah, so I just study alone in the woods.
That sounds different. I guess we're all doing different things. Mine's not as glamorous as it sounds either. I do a lot of studying and researching, and a lot of researching. Not a lot of sleep.
As you're talking with that, so you hear the distant sound of Tegan. Seraph, I hope you have the proper dress for tonight.
I have to go, and I just give like a little bow and
I
start
want
going.
to.
I give
I
you
want to
such a
tell
look.
you that I forgive you, but I won't make a deal with you again.
I don't understand.
Okay.
Seraph!
I have to go. Bow, and I'm out.
And in almost ironic timing, when it's like, okay, the three of you are going to talk, you turn to look at Makara, Cedric, and then you turn back and Rin is gone.
All right.
And so is the teacup.
Want to get some lunch then?
Sure.
And you guys go enjoy a lovely lunch in a nice little bistro in town.
Hell yeah. You've got gold to pay for it.
How much gold is it?
It's 15.
gold.
It's plenty for a fucking good meal.
And then some.
I'm not gonna spend it all.
That's fair. All right, but then the day fades out. Day 1450. Makara, you are alone in the forest. Your supplies have dwindled. You are drinking from a stream. You're hungry. You haven't eaten in a few days.
Ugh.
And you're not sure what to do. Even transforming into different animals and turning back hasn't been able to satiate what you need.
I need to find some food. Is what I need.
Yes.
I'll see if there's any birds' nests around.
Okay. Make a survival check.
Okay. 7.
There are... You haven't heard the sound of a bird in days. Weeks.
Shit.
You're not sure if it's actually been days, weeks, months. It's been a long time.
Maybe there are some bugs I can eat.
Okay.
I'm gonna dig.
All right. You dig. And there's like a few of them that you know won't poison you if you eat them. It's not enough to give you strength for a full day, but it's enough to keep you from being in absolute agony.
I'll eat them.
Yeah. It's okay, but it just doesn't feel like enough.
Oh, what do I do? Makara's like not panicking, but it kind of sucks.
In the distance, you hear a familiar woo.
I'll like howl to try and bring it closer because I know what it is.
Yeah. And you hear these familiar footfalls approach you. And you see this oddly old friend of yours. A large black warg who rules the forest.
He's got one eye.
He does have one eye. You fashioned an eye patch for him at some point.
Oh, that's good.
He also kneels before you. You can see that this warg is starving as well.
Oh. I'll put my hand on him and ask him how surviving is.
And it doesn't really speak. It just looks at you. And it's almost in a moment of inspiration, you know what that look is.
Okay, I'm gonna kill him and eat his heart.
Yeah.
I will tell him thanks.
Yeah, and as you do that, you feel the weirdest thing. As you look down and you're like starting to grow black fur.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's not bad. It's familiar to when you turn into any other animal.
Still though.
And after completing your heart meal, you have a strong howl to the double full moon.
There's 2 moons and they're both full.
Yeah,
That's great.
It's a rare occurrence.
Okay. I'll go to a stream
Yeah, you'll run there. It's easy. You're so fast.
and I'll look into the stream. What do I look like?
You are that exact animal, missing eye and all.
Cool.
You take a brief moment after looking at that, and you slowly start to turn back to how you normally are. And
Okay.
you have an exotic wild shape available to you.
That's great. And I'm full.
And you're full of warg heart.
I'll like prep his fur for tanning.
Yes. I'm sure you can feel the nature respect as you're preparing to use every piece he can offer.
You make a dope warg cape?
Dude! Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Day 1460. The final day of your training.
And Rin barely was able to get, I think, any sleep that night. Sort of up, doing some last-minute studying and thinking of some last-minute tactics. And he wakes up out of the maybe few hours of sleep that he got. Just, all right, this is the time. And I walk through the door that leads into that sort of training stone area that we had talked about before.
Yep, you walk in there and you see your teacher. She's sitting at a table, looking away from you. Appears to be writing something down.
Yeah, I kind of stop. I'm like, am I early? Is this some kind of a trick?
And she doesn't really reply, just continues writing.
I'm suspicious, and I'm assuming that this is going to be the hardest fight of my life still. So I'll kind of circle around the edge to get like a better look at what's going on in that desk. So
She's writing a note. You can't quite make out what she's writing down. But as you're getting a different angle on her, you see that her eyes are white.
Answer me with something. What's going on here? And I'm like, got my hand on my sword, but it's not drawn yet.
And she sets her quill into her inkwell and turns to face you, and she just doesn't look right. It's like her eyes have lost vision, her mouth has lost speech, her skin has gained pallor.
What happened? And I kind of like relax my grip, and it's gone from like this tension to more of a concern.
She slides you this note that's been written with a shaky hand.
I'll read.
Okay, and as you're reading it, it seems like it's a lot of gibberish. But you're reading it, you're kind of mouthing it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
And as you finish the end of this almost gibberish note, she just starts on fire.
No. I'm so taken aback. I think I just stopped, like, and it's she's not screaming, or
You just read what you can assume is like some type of fire spell scroll that you didn't recognize any of the language for, the way that it was long-handed, and it just immolates her. And there's no screaming, it's just silence, and eventually she and the table burn away, and all that's left is a single gold amulet.
Yeah, I came into this day with such, such expectations of this big battle, and now it's not so much a disappointment or disillusionment. It's just this kind of sadness, I think. It's like a respected friend / enemy, I guess.
Yeah.
Has just sort of passed away. I mean, I'll take the amulet, I think.
Yeah. Then you grab the amulet, and it pops open, and there's a smaller note.
I make sure not to mouth this one in case it lights me on fire.
And you read it, and it just says, Rin, thank you. You're ready.
I'm gonna keep that amulet.
4 years have passed, 1,460 days. We find our group back in the tower in which they walked in 4 years ago. It's a tall, dark, almost meaningless space as far as dimensions go. It's impossible to know how far anything is in here. And standing on a raised area, you find Sinden and Roderick holding medals and pins and pieces of paper. Baubles you get for completing a training course.
Diddles.
Diddles.
Did you say they're on like a raised platform?
Yes.
Okay.
Standing in a line, we have Seraph Bartel, Carrick Leadenau, Cedric Voss, and Makara Thorne. Behind Seraph stands his mentor Tegan. Behind Cedric stands his mentor Shay. The other two are alone in line.
I'd like to be wearing my cowl or my cape,
Of course.
my warg cape.
And I'm sure Cedric is wearing some nice, fancy appropriate for the occasion attire as provided by his mentor.
Yeah, I have a tabard with a nice big symbol on it and a bright red cape.
Glorious. Sheriff, I imagine you're dressed to the nines.
I was given actually a set of new leather armor from Tegan as a gift with a cloak as well. That's the boots like come up over my knee. I've got like protective gloves that come up almost to my elbow, all dark browns and blacks. It's the first time I wore it, so it doesn't have any sign of battle on it, so it looks very nice.
And then Rin is standing there in the nice clothes that he had before the training, having not received anything new in many, many years.
Except for that hat.
Except for that hat. It's a good hat.
Then he's there wearing that, and things are tucked in and neatly pressed and all that.
Oh yeah, you
But
keep care of your clothes.
Yeah, but he's got sort of a sad look on his face.
And as you're standing there, Sindon steps forward, the small man who sent you all to your various trainings, and announces that the 4 years have passed. The training is complete. It's time for our recommendations and oaths. And Tegan steps out in front of Seraph and says, "Yeah, I recommend Seraph Bartel. He's a master of the shadow and of the hand. He'll be a great benefit to the cause."
I'll just take like a half step forward and bow.
And Shay steps forward on behalf of Cedric. "And I recommend young Voss here. He's got a heart of fire and it's tempered with wisdom and kindness. He'll be of great benefit to the land."
I do a full bow.
Yeah.
I recommend myself.
And of those who no longer have representation, please step forward, however you choose.
Yeah, I'll take a step forward, kind of,
One
and
step, yeah.
do like a bit of a head bow, and just kind of look up at the people on the balcony.
Okay. And so Sindon looks over to Roderick, who steps forward and looks down upon you, Rin and Makara, and gestures towards you, Rin. "In what ways will you benefit what we need?"
Over these past 4 years, there's been not but training and learning in combat. I've sharpened my mind and my sword, and I will serve this land to the best of my ability.
Very well. And as we can see, since Esbane is not standing here, he speaks truth.
I'll kind of like hang my head when I hear that again.
And then Roderick motions towards you, Makara. "And how might you assist us in saving this land from itself?"
I will weather any storm.
Very well. You're training with the Outlander Ghost. How has that benefited what you need?
I am more myself than I've ever been. And there isn't anything that I can't do.
They smile and nod. Very well. That is a high recommendation. And Roderick fills in with, "And I believe you. I've seen what you've done." All right. Now then, those with oaths.
I take a step forward and I draw my sword. It's the same one I've had this whole time. I draw it from the scabbard and hold it out in front of me, blade, tip to the ground. And I crouch down on one knee. I say, "I, Cedric Voss, student of Ula, goddess of the earth, pledge my fealty to you, Roderick the Kind. I pledge to you and to all the good gods to take on the holy duty of a paladin warrior with all of its responsibilities. I shall obey the law, which is the mortar that binds civilization as we know it. The law must always be just, and it is our duty to change unjust laws to keep it so. I shall always maintain loyalty in my efforts. My word is my bond. I shall show courage in the face of adversity. I shall act as a sentinel for all that is good. I shall always hold myself accountable for my actions. I will admit my wrongdoings and make efforts to atone for them. I will accept myself as an imperfect person. I shall maintain this oath from this day until my final day. And then I bow my head.
I look at Tegan during that, like, do I have to say an oath? And she looks at me and she just shakes her head no and rolls her eyes like.
All right, with the oath being read, Roderick nods and he places a hand on your shoulder. Well done.
Okay. And then I'll stand up and put my sword away.
All right, after the completion of recommendations and oaths, Sinden, in all of his floating glory, manages to bow. It looks interesting. And Roderick also bows towards you. And they say, welcome aboard. There's much to learn and not much time to get it done. These are dire times, but you've done very well. Please meet back here tomorrow after you enjoy a night of revelry. On us, of course.
Thanks for listening to Super Dice Boys. You might want to take care of that nose hair.
Thank you to Adrian Von Ziegler for providing the music for use during the podcast. The theme song itself is by me, Mike Rugg.